good evening, everybody. Oh, I ain't got my guy. That's a mistake, but that's okay. Quickly and easily remedied. Welcome in here tonight to Game Days for Good. We have quite possibly is going to be something possibly shaping up much worse than a Mario Party. We tonight are going to discuss the totally definitive top 10 RPGs. Right now, as you can maybe see, I've got some people waiting in the wings in Discord. And like we did last time, it's the same this time, but we've got a few more people, and we got a few more choices, and things are definitely going to be different this time, because there are some rules that the people in chat need to know about, but the people in the call already know about. We had some rules of only one game per franchise can, ultimately make it into the top 10. And also, everybody needed to have a minimum of 3 games and a maximum of 5 because we have so many people. And ultimately, what we're going to do is I'm going to go around. We're going to start with me and go around in a quack line. Well, there is a reason which you'll see. It'll be for the discussion. But thank you for that, whoever is behind the Game Days for Good. Anyway. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go around to everybody in their own thing with their own picks. They're going to say a little blurb, what they picked and stuff. And then after everybody's stuff has been revealed, the discussion between us friends here on Game Days for Good will begin. So let me unmute and stuff.
Not much about GURPS.
All right. I'm here now. Bus Ride is in, I guess, the chat. That's where he's going to be instead of, I suppose, the voice chat at the moment. So that's fine. Because Eric is one of the people like I am, which we will now go and look at my choices that I am bringing in right here. Here's all mine. We have Secret of Mana, classic RPG. I loved it, played it growing up, which almost all of these are, like with Ogre Battle 64, a big, sweeping, grand military, all that type of stuff, RPG. Vandal Hearts, PS1, strategy, RPG. Then we have Phantasy Star Online, which is, well, one of, for really first Phantasy Star Online was one of the really big first RPG online games.
I thought you were going to describe it as, well, it's Phantasy Star, but online.
But online, yeah. And
it is the greatest game to require a controller that is also an entire keyboard.
Exactly. And then, lastly, for my 5th pick is Persona 4, and there are a lot of very personal reasons for that, which will probably be brought up in the discussion. So next, let me scroll on up to who's up here, which is...
That's me.
Mr. Johnny Chase. So go ahead. What do you got here? And tell us a little bit about it.
So I got... most of the other ones have been picked. We'll go into that in a sec, because there's just so many, and it's a genre I grew up with. But my main ones are... because a lot of the people have already picked one before ahead of me, but I went with Mario RPG, Kingdom Hearts 1, Mass Effect 1, Dragon Warrior 4 or Dragon Quest, which we now know it, and just for the sake of keeping everything okay, like Final Fantasy Legend 3 on the Game Boy, which is actually technically Saga 3, but I mean, if we're gonna go with the whole one game for franchise, technically, if Final Fantasy 7 or any other Final Fantasy makes it onto the top 10, like arguments like, well, technically this isn't Final Fantasy.
It's actually Final Fantasy 2, that was 3, that was 6, that was 1, so there. Okay. All right, moving on. Moving on to our next wonderful person, we have Woody. What have you got here, and what's up with them picks?
I picked the best games ever, the best Pokemons, the best Final Fantasy, which is Legendary Dragoon, the best the best 16-bit RPG, which is Phantasy Star, the best 16-bit RPG, which is Golden Sun, and the best scary RPG, which is Parasite Eve. I will not take questions, and yes, they should all be on the list.
I will not take questions, he says.
All right, that is Woody's pick. So next up, going around is Claire. What have you got here, and what's up with them?
I got some MMOs, which is Neverwinter Online and Star Wars: The Old Republic. Those I feel like I've done text-based roleplay in them, so that's why I've added them. Coral Island, though it's a farming sim, because you interact and change not just one or two people's, what's it called, NPCs, then I consider that a roleplay. If you can affect the world, that's a roleplay for me. Cyberpunk, always, like, that's just fun. Even though it follows a linear story, you got to have some good fun in there, and that, again, how you affect NPCs. Finally, GTA roleplay. Says it in the game's fucking roleplay. You play with people all over the world and play a character and have to stay in character.
Okay.
Always a great time.
All right. So next we have Eric.
I think instead of doing this, I think what we all need to do is play Keeper today.
Yeah, you saw that. Yeah. Then we have Eric, who isn't in the call right now. He's in the chat. He, I'll say his choices. I don't know why or whatever, that type of stuff. That'll be up to him if ever he wants to come and yell at us. But he's got some classics here, like Skies of Arcadia, which is a pirate-themed one. And then he's got a mech-based RPG, Xenogears, and the OG PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy 7. Not like the new ones, the OG. And then last, we have down here our guest with us tonight, Wolf. With what
the hell? I didn't even see that happen.
When did that get added?
That's fantastic. So I went with Baldur's Gate because it does a fantastic job of emulating the D&D experience. Sea of Stars, fantastic tribute. Sabotage makes excellent tribute games. The OG Pokemon, that is the one I started on a black and white gray brick Game Boy, the same kind you can get as a Lego set now. And I just kind of wanted to do an honorable mention. We'll talk about it when we get into these deeper to Quest for Glory 1, aka Heroes Quest, before they realized that Mattel already made a Hero Quest. Changed the name. It's a Sierra point and click or parser-based adventure, which is also an RPG.
All right. So there is one other category that you might have seen, and I put together, which has gotten me yelled at relentlessly by almost everybody here. We have a special category from the internet. There are 5 games that I went through, relentless, big, top RPGs of all time, and when I saw basically repeated games enough times, at least 5 of them, I added them to the list, which are Fallout New Vegas, Dragon Age Origins, Skyrim, Mass Effect 2, and the big one that got me yelled at a lot by some people, Chrono Trigger. And the reason I did this is because they are so popular, and I'm sure multiple people would have had in this discussion, and obviously from the internet in general, be it in chat or whatever, these games should be here. But, well, as you can see, I wanted, hopefully, to have a really well-rounded discussion, and these games they're here. They will be discussed. We will have to deal with their presence. But it won't be on any one of us to have them to be chosen and take up a spot, so to speak. So, that's everybody's choices. Now we get to try and whittle all of this down to a top 10. So,
by the way, I don't know who wrote that in my box. Little tiny print said hi back. I'm assuming it's Woody.
How are you?
All right. Well, since you're our guest and we went, clockwise, we'll go counterclockwise. We'll start with you. Who do you want to pick on? What game do you want to talk about to, try and
Remove
or talk up and get, people thinking about? Really?
I'll remove one from my own right away. I just want, like I said, I wanted to just honorable mention Quest for Glory for making a CRPG work as also a Sierra parser-based adventure, and it works for both. Like, it is actually a really good adventure game, and it's a pretty solid RPG as well. Like, obviously it's not super long, but it still has stats. They're still important. No one had picked Paper Mario, Ninja Monk. Of our Mario RPG, I haven't played any. Like, for me, it's not one I've played, so I can't really. Yeah, this is the other problem.
Yeah,
it would be Quest
boy.
for Glory. Quest for Glory.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh, there we go. There's. It was there for a second.
A little bit there.
Yeah, this is the thing. It was originally
game, right?
Heroes Quest. Well, originally it was Heroes Quest, and then they found out, Mattel already makes Hero Quest, and we don't want the confusion in the marketplace, so they switched it to Quest for Glory.
There, here we go. It's just
there we go.
A Let's Play. This is what it looks like, and this is what he's talking about. It's very
the seeking is the thief.
Yeah, this is a very wolf-coded game.
This is the VJA remake when they made it an actual like point and click as opposed to a parser based. But we're getting too far into it.
Okay, so
but yeah, I don't think this one hits top 10, but just honorable mention for making this work.
For being an RPG point and click. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, for being an RPG point and click, because as we all are well aware here, Sierra had some other, hey, let's make a point and click and also another game, and it didn't go well. Sorry, Codename Iceman, you were not a submarine sim and also a point and click. You kind of failed at both of those things.
All right, so anybody else got anything to say about this possible additions or taking it away with a discussion here?
I think it should be number one.
Okay.
I know one. I think there could be an argument to keep it around a little bit longer versus some of the other stuff on here, though.
Okay, well, then we'll put it over here to the side.
If there was an honorable mentions board on the bottom, it would be on that for sure.
Let's make it number 11.
In my mind, this would be already, and you're going to hate this, any of the Pokemon games.
Well, we'll get to that.
RPG.
We'll get to you, Claire. Okay, we'll get to you.
Fuck.
Well, Eric's not here to argue.
Don't make me throw. Don't
Claire
make me
would be
throw.
next.
Yeah, don't make me throw something out. God damn. Don't make me throw out the. It's because I'm a woman, isn't it?
All right. So we got Wolf. So Eric in the chat, what game would you like us discuss of yours or somebody else's? If you can type that out.
Actually, hold on. Let's talk for Eric. All right. Eric chose these games because he likes old school anime looking ladies, and here you go.
He likes old school anime looking ladies? Okay.
I mean,
wow.
Early 90s looking. There you go. That's his choice.
Do you know any of these games, Claire, at all?
Hell no.
Really? Not even Final Fantasy VII?
I knew about it, but I never played it because this was before I even had consoles and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so I never got a chance to play any of these games.
Okay, because I'll say this about Eric's games, while he hopefully is paying attention and can type something in. All these games, yes, they are OG, but they're not terribly, terribly old. Xenogears and Final Fantasy VII, they're PlayStation 1 games. Skies of Arcadia is a Dreamcast game that eventually came to the GameCube. Now, I didn't know what version he wanted, so I just found Skies of Arcadia, just the thing. So there's no difference between the two versions, but as far as I know, because I haven't really played Skies of Arcadia myself, but ultimately that'll be up to Eric. But I guess we'll just go ahead and move on to Claire.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to talk about or discuss or throw out or whatever?
What the fuck did you just write about Emmy, you motherfucker? Hold on. Emmy does not suck. She has this.
Hi, Woody.
Oh, fuck you off, Woody. She's only had issues. Okay. One thing I guess it's gonna be on the chopping block. I know just because of what it's mainly marketed as is gonna be Coral Islands for mine. But I want to make an argument that you do kind of mess with quote unquote stats. You can upgrade your equipment to do stuff, and you do interact with NPCs and whatnot and can romance and everything. And that's one of the big things I think with a lot of, especially the newer RPGs. And I want to just say it's a smaller company. So the fact that they're doing this they have hand-drawn stuff. So it's amazing to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
but
you're arguing that
even though it's a farming sim,
even though
you still affect NPCs. You can play with like your friends and stuff like that.
Stardew Valley.
Yes,
kind of
exactly.
like Stardew Valley, but it's not like necessarily labeled as an RPG, but it has so many RPG aspects to it. You want it to be here, essentially.
Correct.
Okay, well that's fair enough. Fair
Now,
choice.
Just in general, I wanted to say it again. I don't think Pokemon should be on this list.
Okay, which one? Both of them?
Any Pokemon game that we have up there right now.
Okay, so you're right now arguing against both Woody and Wolf's choices.
The only reason is because it's more of a linear game. And yes, you can choose your team and their stats, but that's like in a fighting game or a point and click point and click fighting game. It's just the same idea. You have to pick the stronger over the better. You're not affecting the world. In my mind, that's how I see a major element of RPG. Does that make sense? Did I just have a stroke?
No. Personally, I'm waiting for Wolf and Woody to try and defend the Pokemon games here.
I would disagree, and I think a big part of it is that I feel like the Pokemon games made RPGs more accessible to kids who might look at this and be like, "What the fuck is happening?" Mm-hmm. Where Pokemon here are stats, but they're in the adorable little creatures you can get. And the story is. I mean, the story is linear. It's still an open world. You can go kinda anywhere. It depends on levels, but I feel like I could say that about like Final Fantasy VIII. Like once you get the plane, you can go anywhere. You're probably going to run into an area that's way too high level for you, but you can go anywhere.
Okay,
right?
Yeah, I guess that's a good argument back. It's I think I'm more seeing it as, say for Pokemon and everything. Like again, it's linear. And
Okay, you're stuck on the linearness.
Linear is
Okay.
just an easier way to explain it, but it's also you're not affecting the world.
Okay, that's not true. That's not true at all. It's
Just
maybe in
waking
the
up Snorlax is not affecting the world.
Oh, so you've played the Pokemon games?
Yeah,
Which ones?
all of the original, Black and White, and the Gold and Silver.
So you know, once you play through those games, things change. The story doesn't. Granted, you go through the gyms and essentially, like Wolf said, it's basically a kid's first RPG. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's.
Because you got
I
to
don't know.
worry
Maybe
about
it's just because it's not as
stats and level.
customizable, and you're not.
How is it?
You're not seeing the full change in that world, like as you go along.
Because you change a lot, like especially in like Ruby and Sapphire, because like the freaking things they're trying to destroy the world, and like at one point like
Never
the
got
world
to play
floods
those.
and all this type of stuff. And you know what? I get that. And especially in some of the newer ones, like with them being open world and all that type of stuff, and how you have to crap. I
don't think you have to shit in it, but yeah.
No,
I get what you.
I lost my train of thought. But
this is how I win the argument. You'll never have a comeback.
But you're stuck on the linearity. All right. But I could say that about probably a lot of your choices and my choices and everybody's choices, whether they are the most popular or not popular, about really changing the world and all that type of stuff. Because now we're basically arguing weird semantics, which is, the thing. So, Pokemon, you want to get rid of it, right?
Yes, for the RPG list, correct.
You don't think it should be top 10?
No.
Oh, it has to be top 10.
For RPG,
it has to be in the top 10. Yes, absolutely.
I don't think so.
I'm
I
afraid.
know I'm going to be in the losing round here on that. I don't think it's the losing. I know.
That's the fact that like it was on an aging console too. It kept the console running for years.
Yep.
Years past its prime. And also too, like the social aspect of it too, because like and pairing it up with red and blue, like if we're talking red and blue, like the fact that like not everything was locked to one game. Like you needed a second game and a second Game Boy and a link cable, or you needed friends if you wanted to finish that Pokedex.
You needed friends. That's the hardest statement to go on. Like,
yeah, you needed friends, or you needed two entire consoles, or just be rich. Yeah. Who needs friends if you're rich?
Yeah, who needs that?
Well, if you're rich, you can buy friends.
I know I'm not going to win on this. That's just my feeling on it. I know I'm not going to win.
Definitely,
that's fair.
Is it games? Absolutely. Is it great for like bringing kids into like how to do fighting battles and everything like that? Yeah. Picking the correct Pokemon to go against gym leaders, whatnot. Yes. It's just not how I feel like an RPG is.
Okay.
I can agree if we get rid of GTA Roleplay, Coral Island, The Old Republic, and
I'll just leave. Bye, guys.
I would.
There's been deleted.
All right. So, well, you wanted us to discuss Coral Island. I've never played it. I don't think anybody else here has played it.
I know my ex is super into it. I just wonder.
Is it?
I feel like it's more of a farming.
This is a weird question. Does Coral Island have combat?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do fight monsters in the caves.
You level up?
Yeah,
yes. You level up your stats, correct.
Okay, it has stats, it levels up. Okay, so it's got
Can you affect the world, or is it linear?
You do actually have to protect some of the world because you have to fight against an evil corporation that is polluting the ocean and destroying the mermaid's home.
Okay, so it's got a RPG stuff, so it can not be deleted yet.
Correct.
Okay.
It's a low bar, but it is.
It survives the first round.
Yeah, it survives the first round. So then, all right, there you go, Claire. So next is Woody. What do you want to talk about or attack or whatever?
So
pick someone other than me because I need the rest from up here back.
I have a surprise pick that's not on the list.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
What?
Right there. It's better than GoldenEye.
You just put it over your story.
I feel like GoldenEye because of,
you hold a grudging motherfucker! All right, this is about role-playing game.
Like this is probably the best version of the game.
Oh my god!
Oh, let me just put it where it belongs. There we go. All right.
This bitch just put it on all top 10.
It covers all of it. 1 through 10. The world is not enough.
No, the Welt ist nicht genug.
Oh my god, you went and found the German version?
Yes.
What is the German version?
No.
I know you really like GoldenEye, bro, but this game's just better.
All right, well, we'll have to discuss that some other time when we're talking about maybe first-person shooters.
You play the role of James Bond.
That's true. That is true.
Not wrong.
But it don't have any other RPG stuff
like
we're talking about. So seriously now,
we all play roles in games. That's like, oh,
all right.
You bitch.
But
so I feel like I love this game because it didn't have Super Nintendo growing up. But I did have Genesis, and we had our own RPGs, and they weren't as good as the Super Nintendo RPGs. But Phantasy Star 4 is the best one. And it just deserves like a special little shout out up here with Wolf's pick. Like, it won't make it. I get it.
Well, how do you know? How do you know? Why do you think it won't make it?
Okay. Who else has played it?
I have.
Yeah, and look at your picks, though.
I have not.
Yeah.
I know I can't say it because this is something that was not out in my field. I'm sorry.
I mean,
what's the story? What's the basic, very, very, very basic story?
What's the basic story?
Yeah, talk it up.
What is the main plot?
Phantasy Star IV. It's a 1993 role-playing video game by Sega for Sega Genesis.
Oh,
this bitch just Googled it.
No, basically it starts off like a real simple like monster killing story, then it goes into like deep into like who done it, and like it's basically all the JRPGs like traditions where it's like
oh, it's JRPG. Okay, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh shit, surprise. Oh shit, surprise. And then you're saving the world and the solar system, and it's ecological, and it has the best story out of all the Phantasy Star games, but it's not gonna make the list.
I mean, is it me or does it feel like RPGs also have to have good stories?
Oh, well, you see that's just it. That's just it. All right, Woody ain't talking about it. I don't think because I've played it. All right, that's why a Phantasy Star game is one of my picks, which we'll get to later. But all right, it's got, like he said, yes, it does have a big epic quest that starts out simple and moves on. It's very big, very epic. Okay, it's it's got all the classic stuff, an ancient evil, blah blah blah. But how it told its story, if you can remember, with how it looks here. I mean, this is obviously a battle that the people are looking at, but if it could actually ever go into there we go. It actually told it like the story through like a comic book-esque thing, you know,
Okay.
which I thought I put it on there. Damn it. But yeah, when you get story stuff, there are cutscenes, there dialogue during them for all that type of stuff. It was cinematic in a comic book sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And it also did something before a specific Final Fantasy did something, which I don't want to give it away, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Did I help? Murder.
You know, and all the relationships in it, you could really connect to all the characters. I think.
I think it's a great game.
Yeah. I mean, it could. I personally, if Woody ain't gonna fight for it, I'll fight for it. It could be one of the top 10.
Yeah, but all my other games on my list are better.
Oh, so you personally think, like, what? This is the bottom tier of your personal choices?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, if you want to...
Just put it right there next to Wolf. Where it belongs. Honorable mention.
Okay. All right, then, Johnny.
Okay.
It's you. Your turn.
Okay. We have to, like, this is one that like we have to do like my versus thing.
Okay.
Okay. If we're gonna have one in the top 10 and only one for franchise, here's my argument against one of these two. Mass Effect 1 should definitely stay. Mass Effect 2 can go. Because
Agreed.
Mass Effect 1 has way more RPG elements to it. And once EA took over the series, they nuked a good chunk of those RPG elements. Like the fact that like they cut the amount of levels you could get by half. I believe, I don't know if someone can quote me this in chat, but Mass Effect 1, like your max cap level was like 60 or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it was like 60 or 70.
Tons and tons of stats you could put into your character. And 2, it was just like 4 or 5 different stats.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I will say
EA turned that more into a shooter than an RPG. Like you could still do choices and missions and consequences and the galaxy, all that.
Yeah, and you leveled up and you got all the RPG tropings, but not like the first.
But Mass Effect 1 had way more RPG.
Yeah,
it's more of an RPG than any other game in the series.
I would argue that they all do become more shooters as they go. Also, hi, back.
I want to say this though, the character writing got so much better that you felt more
also immersed
in so much more. There is a reason us girls really exist. Okay.
Okay.
The writers fucking killed it, and that helped immerse. Like if you really like your relationships with your crewmates. I'm not even just talking about romance and stuff. You had people fucking just booking it if you really fucked with them.
Yeah.
You didn't have people fucking. That was half the appeal.
Exactly.
No, fucking them over. Like, you okay. All right, listen here. Okay, anyways.
We're gonna keep arguing. Claire's gonna go off to do some calibrations.
Oh, someone's gonna be calibrating, all right. But the thing is, you had people, like actual characters, you could affect their opinion of you so much that they would goddamn leave the crew.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing.
Side note, can I point something out?
What?
Yes.
Who's Patrick in the announcement that Jessica launched?
Oh. Patrick. Being Patrick.
You don't have me around to fucking proofread you guys anymore.
What the fuck is Patrick?
Okay,
Exactly.
so
that's our next extra life goal is Johnny versus Paddock. Metroid Other.
Oh, did it actually? Oh, it is.
Also, Cozy, love you. Hello. Cozy's my partner.
Hi.
All right. So,
Patrick.
everybody here, have we come to some sort of an agreement? Because we get this is like a versus thing.
I think we're kind of on agreement. Mass Effect 2 can go.
Mass Effect 2 can go. Regular.
I say 2 should stay.
All right.
It is a half for me.
I've never played it, but
oh my god.
You've never played it. You just want to be contrarian. Is that it?
yeah.
That's
I
not a
feel
good
like
enough
Mass
reason.
Effect 2 could definitely fucking stay, even though they really limited the stats and everything.
No, get rid of it. Claire wants it.
But okay, son of a bitch. But how can you mess with your character a lot more, making it more how you want to play? Definitely needs to go with Mass Effect 1. That needs to go. That needs to stay 100%.
Okay, because this is a versus. We get. It seems like we have a majority.
We should do a poll.
Poll.
No,
Yeah.
we don't do polls.
We don't do
No,
that.
with our
No,
we should do a poll.
No, shut up.
No polls.
Democracy,
No.
bitch.
No. We have a majority saying Mass Effect 2 should go.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
bye-bye it goes. And Mass Effect
Moves
stays.
on.
There you go. I fixed the alert.
All right.
Yeah, because that is technically the next goal. Is Mario Party League at 5,000.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Perfect
Oh, what are you
timing.
gonna write?
Because we
No, I'm just kidding.
surpassed it. I had Dodo a couple of my streams a while ago. Eric blew through some of his goals there.
Yep.
Who will say Mass Effect 4? There is no Mass Effect 4.
Yeah, there is. There's Andromeda.
Yeah, it's Andromeda.
That's not 4.
technically.
I mean, I posted the picture.
And they're still making
BioWare
whatever
says
the
they're
new
trying
one
to
is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mass Effect 5 is still
But
coming.
then again, the size by EA might not happen now.
Let's not talk about that. I want to have happiness in my life. All right.
So who's next?
That would be me.
You.
Somebody.
No.
Shut up, Woody.
I kind of want to add one of the ones my partner said because it's a really good one and I forgot about it.
The
Go ahead.
Ruby one.
I mean, go ahead.
Yeah.
Pop it in there because, I mean, you never technically got to the
Alec, fuck off.
total amount.
Never got to
so-
5.
Yeah, you never got to 5, so it's okay. All right. So then, I guess I'll be the first one to do it. I'm going to go after one, and I'm sorry that it has to be this one. Claire.
Mhm.
Grand Theft Auto 5 roleplay.
Mhm.
It's not a game.
Mhm.
It's a mod.
Mhm.
It doesn't. It should not be here because you're playing Grand Theft Auto 5. You're playing
Is it on a
mod.
game system? Is it using a game? Is it using a game?
Yes.
Is it using a game?
Can
Then
I
shut the
play-
fuck up. Not a fucking
Can
game.
I play it on my Xbox? Can I play it on my PlayStation?
We don't talk about consoles.
Really?
Not when
Because-
it comes to modding. Not when it comes to modding. Not when it comes to modding.
Exactly. Because it's not a
feel like we've
game.
lost Claire. We
It's
just
a
have Emmy now.
mod. It's a
Oh, you want me to
mod
go
for
Emmy?
Grand Theft Auto
Hold on.
5.
Hold on. I'm gonna go Emmy. What do you mean my life not matter?
I'm not saying mother.
I
What do you
agree.
mean my
So
story
Gmod is an
not
RPG?
good?
Nope.
In roleplay,
Okay.
I have to make. I roll dice.
You know what? I understand that.
Uh-huh.
But it is
Robot
a mod
Uh-huh.
to an existing
Claire?
game.
Claire wanted us to do a vote before, so let's just do a vote right now.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
go
know.
off. I know, but I would like everyone to know that if people would say role playing, like you have to do role play, and that'd be the
Okay.
same thing for Dragon Age, not Dragon Age, fucking hell, D&D, like
You're
just tabletop.
role-playing in a game. It's like, if I LARP in real life, I can't put it on the list.
Oh my god, we should have.
Because
You're
I
Went to
get
the
why
Red
you
Bear.
picked
Is that an
it.
RPG?
Okay,
Yes, it can be. Holy shit, these are good ideas, guys.
I know they are, but unfortunately, this is just Grand Theft Auto with a mod. Okay? You're playing Grand Theft Auto
Mhm.
with a bunch of modified things that you can do to roleplay in it. It has a bunch of role-playing stuff, but if I put in my Grand Theft Auto 5 disc that I got when it first came out on the 360, can I do that? No.
Yeah. In multiplayer. It won't work out as well, but you can.
Can you really?
Yeah, you actually can. That's how it started. People actually got tired of other people in multiplayer kind of fucking with them. So that's how it started.
Because you can also do that on Red Dead Redemption, but
correct.
You're still playing Red Dead Redemption. It's still a modification of the base game. It's
correct.
It's not the game.
I didn't know we were going the game. I mean, then we could just fight with Grand Theft Auto. Like, that is a little bit of a role play.
Yeah, but it doesn't have all
vote in the poll.
all of the other stuff that has, well, like everything else that we have chosen on this list.
Yeah. GTA is linear. What the fuck? I love how supportive he is.
That's because
the world.
Yeah. That's because people are being contrarian to me. That's why they're doing that.
No. I understand it's not gonna stay on the list, but it's one of the ways I could think of also a roleplay how it's evolving.
At the poll.
Wait, yeah, where's the poll? Oh, there it is. Hold on, I gotta vote. Yes.
Yeah, what is the poll?
It's at the top 7 to 1.
Not a shutout now.
I know, guys. I think this is also a good way to show like how a lot of roleplay is also kind of like roleplay games are kind of changing a bit. You're getting more.
Yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. A lot
I'm not
of
gonna
stuff,
win,
a lot of games
but
out there because you chose one, Coral Island. If you first look at that, do you think role-playing game like Final Fantasy or Mass Effect? No, it's a cozy farm sim, but it has a lot of the RPG staples.
Correct.
Because
it's one of those that I'm really happy just to say shout out at the least, like what you did, Wolf. It's a good way to show definitely how things have progressed. People want to want stories, want to change things, So this is a good way to show.
Okay, so anybody else got anything they want to add or try and defend?
Can I look at yours a little bit more again?
Is Stardew an RPG? I see in there.
Is what?
Is Stardew Valley an RPG?
Technically, yeah. It's the same kind of
Kinda.
Yeah, because I mean, you can romance several different things, and based on what you.
Krobus is one of them.
Exactly. It's.
You don't actually romance Krobus.
It's the easiest
you become
way I
friends
and
give him a
but you know,
you just become roommates to give him a room.
And plus, based on what you build or what you grow or what you choose to just do in the game, it can change.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Stardew Valley would technically be like Coral Island and be a RPG like game, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
But GTA 5 role playing mod ain't it?
I know I'm not gonna win. It's not gonna win, but it's a good way to show.
I can appreciate how like the modding community has turned, GTA Online into its own thing outside of, what we as game days and guys like Achievement Hunter have been playing for the last like 10 odd years that this game's been in existence.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's to be commended, but like as a traditional, like in the realm of like role playing that we have, probably not.
Oh hell no.
Because like there's no real set narrative. Like you guys are just kind of living your lives. It's kind of like a Second Life deal, but then you guys can kind of make up your own stories as you go along.
Yeah, you have to. You definitely have to start with a character and react as that character, and they evolve. I mean, that's what. It's not going to win. Sorry, go Wolf.
And you could almost argue that GTA has stats, but honestly, who gives a shit about the stats in GTA?
Yeah, it's been proven that they
just
don't do anything as well.
They're just numbers that go up until they're at the top, and then you don't ever fucking think of them ever again.
Just to be fair, for some servers, there are skill trees and stuff like that. It just again depends on the But it's not going to win this list 100%. But again, it's a good way of showing how RPGs kind of, in my mind,
or just the RPG
develop
stuff
community.
in general. Yes,
correct.
You're right.
It's
I totally agree with you. Unfortunately for this and what we're doing, bye-bye.
Nope. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Emmy died.
I'd say RPG is definitely a defined genre. I'm going to argue against Journey. That is an adventure game. Like an action adventure game. It's the one where you play as the like red robed figure with the long scarf.
Yeah.
Oh, Robe. That's Robe. That's you, Robe.
No, he's talking about the game Journey.
It's Robe. He just described you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's part of where I got my design.
Robe is from Dragonlance.
Yeah, it's part of where I got my design ideas. But okay, now since I've done that, that's gonna make things at least 10 times better.
I have bourbon.
I got tequila.
I had popcorn ready for arguments. I'm already out of popcorn. I did not have a lot.
All right, well then, Wolf, it's your turn.
I'm feeling fighty.
Here go.
Okay. Actually, I'm looking at the stream and I have the list. I can pull the whole thing up.
Did you not click on the whiteboard?
Mostly because I'm in it. I just I have it on my other screen and I was clicked into a different tab, so it's just like, wait, where's the thing? Just because I'm not super familiar with it, Robe, can you talk Vandal Hearts with me? Not to say that needs to be eliminated or not. I just want to hear.
All right.
That's fine. I'm kind of wondering myself because I'm familiar with most of the PS1 RPGs, but like PS1 RPGs, like they're a dime a dozen. There's like a ton of them.
You know what? Johnny is right. This game could have gotten lost in that sea of PS1 games. And the only reason I know about it is because a cousin of mine had it. And I saw it and I was like, holy crap, what is this? And what it is, basically, it's like Final Fantasy Tactics. Okay? But I played this before Final Fantasy Tactics. And because of this, and it's like very... well, it's got a lot of fantasy elements, but I swear I just should have picked Final Fantasy Tactics, but but
regretting life choices as of right now.
I know. Well, the reason this is on here instead of Final Fantasy Tactics, it's because of this game why I got and played and loved Final Fantasy Tactics. Because it is a tactical RPG. In it, you get this plethora of different characters. You know, the characters can even die and stuff. And there's a lot of political world intrigue that happens and all that stuff. And it's very big, over the top. And also, it's made by Konami, which that right there makes it strange in and of itself, kind of like Hybrid Heaven, which that's a whole nother story, but I won't get into. But
it's Nintendo 64, so we have Metal Gear at home.
Yeah, but you see, it's like right here. Oh, this is, Vandal Hearts. They actually remade it on the 360. They re-released it. But it's very tactical, which y'all know my ability with tactics. But even I was able to.
I was gonna say it, but I refrained.
Yeah, even I was able to essentially grind. All right, because which is the thing in RPGs. Basically, you take your people around, you get in random fights, and you level them up. because when I was younger, I had time to do that.
Well, you grinded too much in real life, and now you have kids. So this is your
yeah, that's true. Grinding leads to kids. It's just a different type of grinding. But as you can see, it's very epic. It's also very violent, believe it or not. There's like blood and stuff when you like stab people, but it does have like magic and all that stuff, which, you know, basic fantasy fare. And you're getting the basis of like some of the story here, which I thought this had more gameplay, but apparently not so much. But there we go. As you can see, it's unlike Tactics, it's more 3D. All right, which is what made it initially stand out to me when I was younger. And obviously, once I started playing it and I got past the initial, my guys are moving across like a chessboard, and I'm stabbing a dude, and he's like bleeding everywhere, and all that type of stuff. Once you get into the actual meat and potatoes of the game, there is a game here. And again, I don't want to be spoilers, but you know, it has to do with like these big kingdoms and, you know, all that type of stuff. Again, similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. So that's why I picked it. That's why it's here, because kind of like Woody and your pick as well, I think it deserves some recognition. Now, is it one of the best top 10?
Yes.
I don't think so. I see a lot of other games that are here that could probably beat it out, depending on where it is. When the dust settles, maybe it could be the lowest or 11. I don't know.
All right.
So feel free.
I'm willing to keep it for now.
You're willing to keep it for now. All right. Well, then we'll put it over here in the. We'll figure out what to do with you later, pile.
I don't fucking know what to do with you.
Yeah, our backup pile.
Yeah.
We love you, but bless your heart, we don't know what the fuck to do with you.
Bless your heart.
But if you add bless your, you know, it lessens the blow.
Yep.
Bless your heart, Vandal Heart. You tried.
Bless your heart, Vandal Heart. But you may be a piece of shit on this list.
Hey, some people. All right, there we go. So technically, again, I don't see him here. He's probably busy. But
I think he kind of, if you're talking about Eric, I think he just kind of dumped his answers and ran.
Yeah, that's
so
why
some people will have to, like, chat will have to defend for him, I think.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start with one of Eric's 3 games that he chose. Let's start with the big one here in the middle. Chat included, as well as everybody here in the call, Xenogears.
What'd you call me?
I honestly don't know anything about Xenogears.
What is this?
Marcus played it.
Similar to Final Fantasy, but it's next.
Yeah, it's a turn-based JRPG, but this involves mechs. And it was the first to like spawn off of like this. Funny because like this game was made by Square, but then like the Xeno like thing got traded to like Namco and Monolith. So like Xenogears turned into the Xeno Saga series on PS2, which turned into Xeno Blade. Those. I don't know. It was just like it's very different compared to anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as you can see a little bit what it looks like. This is like little cutscene gameplay stuff.
Yeah, I mean, also to be fair, like in the PS1 era, like when this game came out, everything was almost the same. Like Legend of Legaia, and they were all like fantasy. This at least made it stand out and was different.
Wait, does this have no relation to Xenoblade? Actually, I think it does.
It probably does.
Yeah, it's part of the Xeno series.
Yeah.
Like Xeno Warrior Princess.
God damn it! What?
But yeah, it's big. It's mech based. I will say one thing though, that it's kind of a given that this game, it starts out really good, but once you get to like the last, like I want to say like third of the game,
Oh my god, he's gyrating.
it kind of craps the bed. It's not good anymore.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I could make a list of top 10 PS1 RPGs, but
Oh yeah, it's absolutely.
Oh yeah. If it was just PS1 RPGs, like you see, you're seeing some of the gameplay and how you do like the battle system in the mechs right here,
crazy.
and it's really cool. It really is. All right. But I don't think with all that we have here,
Mhm.
maybe it's top 10 material.
Yeah, but looking, you can keep track of your. Yeah, you're right.
So what do y'all have to say if you know anything in or chat as well? Because yeah, like I said, it does. You know, the Xeno series. This is where it kind of began.
I do like this quote I'm seeing on just. They call the game's plot one of the wackiest game plot lines ever, but actually makes sense if the player ignores all the side plots.
Wow.
It has too many cutscenes.
It makes
and
sense
sometimes
if you really
confusing.
don't think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I just thought that's funny. But I think delete it. Delete everything.
Remove. I may not know a lot, but just what you're describing, it's like it's almost there. It could definitely do it, but if the story's lacking, especially, I don't think it should be on it then, because there's a lot more better stories on this.
Yeah, it's one of those ones I've actually attempted to play myself, but could never really get into.
Right, it couldn't hook you.
No,
that's understandable. Because I know I myself have never played all the way through it, but you know, me being a giant nerd that I am, it's like, oh, big robots, hell yeah, I'll play it, but never really finished it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how far through I got in it, you know. So all right, I think we're in agreement that it should just it's not going to make top 10. It just go bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We need to start cutting
They're
things.
good, but not good enough. Yeah.
All right, Claire, you're up to bat.
Okay. What do I want to fight about?
Game or a different game?
Yep.
Hold on, I'm looking. Motherfucker. Can't. There we go. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out one that I know. Because unfortunately, like I said, I don't have.
Well, I mean, that's okay. Even if you don't know, you can ask about it like what Wolf did. And we have to basically defend it.
Pick a game and be like, defend it.
Okay. Someone explain to me what. Johnny, explain to me what Warrior Dragon 4 is.
Warrior Dragon 4.
Explain.
Warrior 4. Okay.
So. Warrior.
Fourth in the series, first in a new trilogy. Because every third game, or there's like a trilogy of games for Dragon Quest that follow a certain theme. So this is called like the Zenith storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I have this on here for pure nostalgia. Plus, because like there's no other Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest game that was on here. The main crux for me for putting this on here is that it was the first Dragon Warrior game that, because every game, like, you name the protagonist, like there's no real set name for the hero. It's just the hero, and then you name it. But you don't get to play as the hero of the game until like 10 hours in.
I need to refill my cup.
So like there are like chapters you go through where you play as all the other side characters. So yeah, Rhaegar, who's like the knight, and everyone's like basically like it drip feeds you the main story of like the big evil that's going to take over, just in little sections. But you're always with another character on their own little personal quest of their own self-discovery, but also trying to find the hidden hero.
So ultimately you're not playing the character that you need to be playing. Like need to is a hard strong to say.
Right.
But you're experiencing the others. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're landlocked to a few areas. You're locked to around like level 12 or 13 before you can progress the next chapter. But everyone also has like their own unique abilities, because the first person you get is just a soldier. Then you get a proper party of like a fighter, a cleric, and a mage. And then the third one is really interesting because you play a merchant. So like you could spend like 3 or 4 hours in his story just being like a merchant in his village. So like you get up, you get your lunch from your wife, you go to work, you sell weapons, you get a pay, you go home. But like if you know how to play, like someone could come in and sell you like one of the better swords. So like before you go off adventuring, you could have one of the better swords in the game right away. All you have to do is like buy it from the guy and then not sell it until you get your money. So then you can go through and be like, oh, I'm going to get that because that's from my adventure.
See,
plus the first one to introduce like a casino too, because like there's a main castle in the game. You can go and play poker.
You can gamble.
Yes, exactly.
Hell yeah!
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so basically, from just the fact that you're not playing as just your character or a character, I don't know, because I feel like from my idea of RPGs as I'm playing someone else, only someone else, no one else at that time.
Well, you do eventually, like when you get to the
eventually,
chapter, that's when you get. Then what you have to do is you have to go around the world and recruit all the characters you had previously into one giant party, and then you take that around to level them up, get their best gear, and then to go take on the final boss.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels awkward to me. Like I like it to a point, but it's like one of those where like I need to be my character, or the one character I'm doing. You know what I mean?
But that's why I like this one better out of the four. I know it is biased for me, but I didn't see anyone else put a Dragon Quest game on there because like to be honest, like out of all like the big RPG series, Dragon Quest is the one that doesn't evolve the most out of them. Like Final Fantasy always loves to like they'll have general terminologies for their spells and items and stuff like that. But each game I feel tries to do something different. Dragon Quest don't need to do anything different. It's turn-based, it's dice rolls, it's classic turn-based JRPG to the letter. And the fact that like all the artwork in this is created by Akira Toriyama, who did Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at some of the monster designs, like you can see that Dragon Ball references into that. There's at a point where he was so into Dragon Quest that he started putting Dragon Quest monsters into Dragon Ball. So like if you look at a few pages of the manga, it's just like, oh, that's the thing from Dragon Quest 1. And that is at this point where his wife was telling him, was like, honey, you've been playing this game and drawing for this game too much. You need to focus on Dragon Ball. He's like, all right, you're right.
Yeah, like who is it? The pink guy on Namek with the spiky head.
Oh, Dodoria.
Oh. He's such a Dragon Quest like monster character. Like so yeah, you're right. And also it sounds like you were definitely winning Claire over. And we're also definitely learning a lot about what Claire really likes in her RPG type games.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Good. No, it's nothing to be sorry about. You want to play a character that is your character.
Yes. I want to escape from real world and not have to
and
worry about anything else except that one thing, one person.
Exactly. And you know what? That's totally fine. And you can actually do that in all of these different types of characters because especially the older you get, with some of the character that you get to create, like in the first Final Fantasy game, you get to create, like, do you want to be a white mage? Do you want to be
Custom
a black mage?
mage.
Do you want to be a fighter?
Customization.
Do you want to be a thief? And that's your character. That's what you get to be like.
Yeah.
And you do, it's not as in depth, obviously, as something like the newer games, like a Mass Effect or whatever, but you do that, and then you go and find other characters to join you.
I think it's mostly because I like finding these things out, discovering these things out on one character. It's especially if like you can find out in certain ways or you don't find out in certain ways. Like sometimes if you, like again, in some of the games, if you don't have a high enough opinion, you're not going to get crucial information for a future quest or anything like that. That's one of the big things I love.
Yeah.
All right. And that's perfectly all right. And I do believe, isn't there a Dragon Quest game that does that? Or am I thinking about a Final Fantasy game that does that, where you have to talk to people and know certain things?
Final Fantasy, I think.
Okay.
Like in I know 15 for sure, because that's the one that gives you some choices.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, Dragon Quest is pretty. It's pretty straight and to the point.
Yep.
But no, that's my reasoning for putting it on there. I just needed one of them there, because like I said, like they're like Dragon Quest is pretty interchangeable, but I just need to have at least one on here.
Mhm.
I might as well just go for with my own personal favorite out of the.
Hell yeah. I think we've all
11 that
done
are
that.
out there.
We need to do that. Like
Yeah.
it's something we all need to do.
Yeah, and also a lot of like the newer Dragon Quest games, they more have like definitive characters than the older games do.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, no, they all have definitive characters. It's just the fact that like there's no real name for the character.
Mage 1, Mage 2, Mage 3.
Because I think it's like in Japan, like I think the default name is Roto, but like basically you can name it anything. And I think though, like in the Game Boy version, if you attempt to name him like anything that's like the hero name or like any other legendary name, the game will just say, "Nuh-uh, that's sacrilege." Actually, let's say sacrilege.
Okay. Because I know I haven't played any of them. I've watched some, but basically the main character that you embody, it seems like it is a already well-defined character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Compared to your this
Well,
character.
if you want to take a look at 1 and 2 HDs coming out at the end of the month.
That's true.
I will be getting it day 1 because I'm a Dragon Quest whore.
Okay. Thank you for explaining. I'm a little hesitant to even like it just because of how I feel about RPGs, but that's just a bias on my part.
All right. Anybody else?
I never played them.
You've never played
Yeah,
From what you
I'm not
heard,
familiar.
from what you heard, though,
From what I heard, I'm okay not deleting it.
All right.
Yeah, it should stay for
I
sure.
want to keep it. I want to keep it on the side because if there's other ones with better stories, 100% this is going to go down.
Okay.
Well,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
we'll get into that. We'll put it over here in the pile of. We'll figure that out
What
later.
the fuck are we doing with you?
Put in the
Yeah.
pile.
All right. Well,
Put in the
Claire,
maybe pile.
Claire got what she wanted. Now, Woody, you go ahead and go.
So I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Our left pile is like, our right pile, right? Yeah. Directions is our pile.
It's like we need a more in-depth figuring out here once we get through
Should we
all of our stuff.
Definitely gonna make it no matter what pile on the other side. Because if so, let's just get this over here.
Which one?
Oh, you want to say that Chrono Trigger is definitely going to be somewhere on the top 10.
Yeah.
And so therefore it needs to be over over here.
We make a definite pile.
Okay. So yeah, the left pile over here will be that's definitely going to be going on.
I
Okay.
feel like all those right there and the from interest are going to be on there then.
I no.
Like you cannot tell me Dragon Age is not on there.
Come on now,
Dragon
Woody.
Age Origins.
Behave.
Behave. Behave.
I'm talking to Woody, not you,
Talking to me,
Claire.
Claire.
Bitch, I am drinking right now. Fight me.
He's talking about Chrono Trigger. He wants to put it on the left side of all of our picks and everything else because he definitely believes it should be somewhere on that top 10.
Okay, then put
Even though
Dragon Age Origins right now. I don't give a fuck.
It's not
I'm
your
already
turn,
picked.
Claire. We're
give me the
talking
stick.
about Chrono Trigger.
Give me the talking
Give her the
stick right now.
Don't give her the stick.
I'm just saying, if we want to start clearing some of these out, we need to
Yeah.
separate piles.
Okay,
Yeah.
And we'll start with Chrono Trigger. So, should it be over there? What do y'all think? Should it be probably somewhere definitely on the list?
Oh, it's definitely gonna
absolutely.
be top 10 somewhere.
I've never heard of it or played it, so it's one of those for me.
You should.
Yeah, you definitely should. It's good.
It's the same guy that drew Dragon Ball, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yes, it is.
I've heard of
good.
it, never played it, don't know what it's about.
You know, if it's gonna
You should
come
play
down
it.
to it soon, like gun to my head, if I have to pick one over the other, like I would be okay getting rid of Dragon Quest and keeping Chrono Trigger, but we'll see where everything else lands later on.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
But, like,
All right. So there you go, Woody.
that is my suggestion.
Yeah.
Let's
All right, well,
let's
good.
start being mean and cutting.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Chrono Trigger is on Steam if you ever want to get it. However, I would just suggest getting a Super Nintendo emulator and playing that version.
PlayStation
Yeah, I
1.
totally know how to do that.
No, don't play the PlayStation.
Claire, if you can figure out GTA RP, you can figure out a Super Nintendo emulator.
Better
Martial arts.
YouTube videos for that.
Exactly. There's tons of YouTube videos. It's not that hard.
If I break my computer, you're buying me a new one.
It won't break
Real.
your computer.
Ends up with a virus from fucking North Korea.
I'll buy you a Chromebook.
Fuck off.
Hey, you probably could run Chrono Trigger on a Chromebook.
Yeah,
No.
you could. You could.
Okay. Is it my turn? Whose turn is it?
No, it's
Johnny.
Johnny's turn.
Shit, wrong way.
Okay. Let's see.
Wait, no, it's Johnny already went. Oh no, I made Johnny talk. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
drinking. I'm sorry.
Then
guys.
that should be Woody, right?
I just
No,
went-
Woody.
Yeah,
then,
Woody,
and now it's
Woody
your turn.
just talked about
Chrono
wanting
Trigger.
to.
Okay.
do the thing in Chrono Trigger.
Okay. All right.
let's start chopping.
We're gonna get some from the internets out here because even though these are two different franchises, they're both the same game. Either one's just in the future, one's medieval. All right, you gotta fight Skyrim or New Vegas.
Oh, New
Because,
Vegas.
like,
Vegas.
it might-
New
New Vegas.
New Vegas.
to stay.
New
or
Vegas is
go?
on there. Take out Skyrim on that. Like it's
Yeah,
great.
fuck Skyrim. Fuck Skyrim. New Vegas is better.
If
New
we're
Vegas is
taking
better.
these two from the same kind, they are, like you said, the same future and fantasy. But there is more change and more, not character customization stuff, but more change in the world and narration in Fallout New Vegas than there is in Sky.
I agree 100% with Claire. I wish Fallout New Vegas is one of those games I wish I could play for the first time again.
I just completely agree. I played New Vegas I didn't shoot one single bullet the entire time.
Yeah, and that's a way you can play that game.
Do it. That's amazing.
I played it just punching and sledgehammers.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I thought you just were
that's
talking.
one of the things that makes that game great. You can play it like that.
I mean, you can do the same thing in Skyrim, but just the setting in New Vegas I liked better. Just the characters and everything, and like
it was much more memorable.
Yep.
I'm still playing through it for the first time, and I can already tell you, I already feel like there's more choices and abilities to do different things than in Skyrim. Because I am what they would call a stealth archer. I am a little shit. I am always a stealth archer because I just found it so much more comfortable to play.
I love stealth.
And the game even
Shut the fuck up.
puts you in that direction because of how the game plays. I mean, I think Oblivion is better than Skyrim, but that's just me.
Skyrim's much easier to comprehend.
Yes,
and I feel it
that
much
is
more
true.
smooth
Yes.
much smoother to play.
If I'm playing one now, I'm playing Skyrim because I didn't play Oblivion that much. Then.
Oh yeah, I would play Oblivion storylines more, but the actual gameplay, how to maneuver your character, the fighting, Skyrim.
Yeah.
But that's just evolution in like the actual game itself.
Oh wait, I'm confused. We're keeping Skyrim and getting rid of it?
No,
fuck Skyrim.
Of these two,
This is New Vegas versus Skyrim. So
which
far,
one's going on it?
We all talk about Skyrim versus Oblivion. I'm like, wait,
we have to defend the Skyrim still.
Yeah,
but it's not going.
Do you have to?
I
mean,
fuck
we
off.
can
try. Fuck Skyrim.
Jesus Christ!
Essentially,
Skyrim off right now.
myself and it seems like Woody and Claire. That's three of us that basically are saying fuck Skyrim.
I
Fallout
love
New Vegas is better.
Skyrim, but it's not going to go on the list if we have to between these two.
Skyrim sucks. Skyrim sucks.
Okay, just take off Skyrim. I know it's going to be on here, but
all right. Do we want it? Do we?
I find it's just Skyrim is just super overrated. It's just it's been ported a gajillion times. It's like let it die now.
Right.
It doesn't need to die. It just doesn't need to be reborn.
Then here's a big question.
Being that super overrated knocks it a bunch of points. I'm sure it's a fine game, but just like it, like
I mean, I had a lot of fun with it.
Here's the thing. Like, I am not a gigantic fan of the first person Bethesda RPG. I just ain't. If we're up to me, both of them would go, but I think y'all fight over picking one of them. But
all right. So, well, then, since people
Wolf
weren't,
something.
a lot of us weren't.
Shush.
All right. What does Wolf have to say?
Yes.
I would like Skyrim more if it was multiplayer.
Boom.
You can.
I would
want.
Yeah, it's called the ESO.
You can. It's just a mod and it's glitchy.
Yeah, if Bethesda would just make one of these, would make it a 4-player co-op thing, so I could run around as a party and not just as a single person, I would enjoy these more.
Like Fallout 76.
You know what? It's gotten good compared to what it is, but
I know
this isn't about that. So the question now is: we got New Vegas versus Skyrim. What do we do about Skyrim? Do we delete it or do we want to discuss it further because it is
the way you said the question, or Woody or whoever was, you had to choose either between Fallout or Skyrim, and I thought that was just for deletion.
Well, I mean, does anybody want to discuss it further, or do we?
If we're picking this between for deletion, Fallout needs to stay. Skyrim needs to be deleted. If we were just cutting things out right now, go for it.
I mean, it's also like 9:30, and we don't have anything close to 10.
I'm just going to say this: Skyrim already is below a few other.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
I love ESO, but ESO
is over here.
Damn list. I'm sorry, it would not for me.
What do you think? I think it's lunchtime. We have a winner.
Bro, go.
All right. Well, then I'm actually going to do what you just did, Woody, with Fallout New Vegas, and say that it should go somewhere on the top 10.
Yeah.
Anybody disagree?
That's I thought we were moving it to Chrono. Yeah, 100%.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole argument right there.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, that was just to get rid of one.
Yeah, that's just to get rid of one. No, that's
okay.
I'm not saying that Vegas will make the top 10. I'm just saying it's okay for now.
Yeah, so now it will be in the discussion. It won't be discussed anymore. Once we finally get down to enough, it'll be on the top 10 somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted to do. So now
Wolf go.
Okay, just to speed this along and make an elimination, I think you can delete Pokemon Blue. I do think Heart Gold is better. And also to keep the one game per franchise thing.
True.
So I think we can get rid of Blue. Sorry, weird drawn Blastoise.
Yeah. All right.
We'll keep Heart Gold.
I'm Blastoise. I can do bubbles too.
I'm sure Woody will make it an emote.
I'm Blastoise.
Probably.
I'm Blastoise.
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 All right. Good job.
All right, that's good. So now we'll go ahead and we'll move on to Eric's stuff. So this time, let's pick on Skies of Arcadia. Anybody?
I don't know it. I have no idea what it is.
I hear it's excellent. I've never gotten to play it myself.
Yeah.
You mean to
'cause
tell
it's
me that's a
been-
game?
Yeah, it's unfortunately locked to the Dreamcast and the GameCube. It's one that people have been screaming at Sega to either like remake or remaster or just put it on something so that we don't have to emulate it, because fuck paying $200 to scalpers for a legit copy of it.
Oh, is it one of those good OG ones that like really start making RPGs really good?
Yes.
Like people wanting to play.
Well, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like
yeah.
you're Sky Pirates.
Yeah, you're Sky Pirates. It's almost
Yeah,
like
but you're-
One Piece-esque kind of.
See, that's the problem. I feel like we have all heard of it, but who's played it?
Yeah, I haven't played it. I've
I've never
seen it.
never even heard or played it. I'm
It's
so
one of those
sorry.
ones that whenever Hang Time has a sellout day, someone drops like a good couple hundo for them to play through that.
Yeah, and it's not a bad game.
No, but if we haven't played it, can we put it on the list?
Not for me. I've not played it, so I can't say anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, Eric really should be in here to try and defend it and try to sell us on it.
Maybe we should just take out all of Eric's games.
Oh,
Nope.
there's one that we can't, because it's one that we've majority of us have played.
Sorry,
so-
Eric's not here to defend it, so it's gotta go.
All right. Well, I mean, unfortunately, I can't defend it because I've never played it. I can only tell you about it,
Yeah.
but I have no attachment to it personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
It's one of those I've always kind of wanted to play it. I have just never had a way to do so.
bingo.
Yeah. You need Redream or Dolphin.
All right. Well, then. Sorry. Gotta go. All right, Claire. Back
Hi.
to you.
Okay. One that I think needs to be on here is Star Wars The Old Republic. I know Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is amazing, but one of the best things about Star Wars The Old Republic, as it's an MMO, is a lot of guilds are made for roleplay. So that's where I first started doing text roleplay. You follow the Jedi code, you have ceremonies, everything that. The game itself, you can actually change your character stats quite well. You can now do 2 different fighting styles. You can switch shit up at any moment if your character needs to. It is still online. I still have a subscription and I still play it. Yes, Fork. It is fucking great.
Yep. I've played it as well. Way back when, like after it
They are
first
still
came
doing
out.
updates. Yep, they
Yeah,
still
they're
have new
doing
storylines
updates,
coming up.
They're still doing expansions, all
Mhm.
that type of stuff, but I personally think that's a knock against it. I think it needs
Okay.
to end. I think they need to stop. It's a
Ooh,
good game.
that's-
Don't get me wrong. It is a great game, but I think it needs an ending.
There could be, but I don't think it's anywhere near that. Here's why. That war that we're fighting between the Sith Empire and the Republic goes on for decades.
Exactly.
You
And the
mean to
game has
tell
been
me-
out for fucking decades.
MMOs don't need an ending. Like Bork said, it doesn't have an ending. It doesn't need an ending. There's always things updating and changing. The world is ever changing.
That's true. That's very
So
true.
to say that it needs to end is like, oh God, World War II ended, guys. We need to stop.
I mean,
No, we
wow.
don't-
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I mean, World War II ended
yeah.
when one of the leaders killed themselves and we dropped nuclear bombs on the other ones. Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then
That
more
did have
wars came. You
definitive
mean to tell me
endings.
there's not more fighting? It's just one of those feelings. I feel it's like it's one
Okay.
of those that doesn't need to, because there's like even though you said it needs to end, I'm like that's just a game. Then that's just a single player game. MMOs,
exactly.
MMOs
It
don't
needs
need
to-
aren't that.
Well,
Isn't
not
MMO or sorry, isn't Old Republic free to play now?
yeah.
It is
technically.
free to play. I do subscription so you can get little extra things here and there
Mm.
and cartel cash.
But that's the thing. There are MMOs though that have ended, that have an ending. Okay, and they're still online. You can still play them. Like
Mhm.
technically, World of Warcraft that has had endings.
Mhm.
All right, their various expansions and stuff. And if you want to stop playing them, you can.
Mm-hmm.
The Old Republic isn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps going because, like you said, because of the war and so on and so forth. But if they eventually ended that war and they kept going with the Old Republic stuff, they can still have all that type of stuff, but there is no conclusion to anything in it, which is, I think, a knock against it.
I don't think that is. That's just more opportunity for more storylines that you're gonna get, more updates to your character, more characters
It
to meet.
seems like we're at an impasse, so put it to vote.
I say it stays.
Okay, I don't personally I think it should go. That's just me. Because I think like the
That's
Knights of
And
the
I
Old
don't take this
Republic
offensively.
games.
Do not worry. So I may sound offended, but I'm not. I love this kind of discussion.
Okay, but because I think the Knights of the Old Republic stuff, like those games, are better than this.
100%. But the reason why I said this one is because of how many more options you can do.
Exactly,
Right,
and you
Johnny,
get
both
to
people.
live in that world and stuff. I get it. I
Correct.
totally get it. But I think with it being basically so fucking long, and it just keeps going, and it's based around that war. If they ended it, if they had a conclusion, but they basically kept the setting, you could still play through the storyline like of the war, and you could get the ending, and you could still have opportunities for different types of storytelling that wasn't just Sith
And
versus
there's-
Jedi stuff. And I know there's
there is
stuff in
more-
there with the different characters and everything else, and I'm sure they role play stuff, but still, the game of itself is based around that whole Sith, light, dark.
that for the Jedi versus Sith, 100%. You just get more different stories within that universe that your character can go in, and I love that. You're not just limited to one storyline.
Right,
You're going to have multiple.
So
Right.
And
seems
for an
we're at
RPG,
an
I feel like
impasse.
that's needed. Yeah, we're at an impasse. I say it stays. Rope says it goes. So what's everyone else say?
I say
No one's gonna take offense. I
keep
promise.
for now. I would say keep for now.
Okay, let's put it over here. Is that okay with everybody? What do y'all think? Anybody think
Sure.
it should go or stay or what? Or go there?
Sure,
We
let's
have
go.
we have a stay, we have a go,
Time
and
for
we have.
We gotta make decisions.
Come on, Wolf, your choice. Is it staying or going?
Stay for now. I don't think it's going to hit top 10, but stay for now.
All right.
I
We'll
do
get
think
into it.
it being a role playing game without an ending. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. It's going to be going over there in the. We gotta really get into it later. So Woody, what do you think? What do you got? What do you want to do?
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep.
I love this game, but let's get rid of it because we need to.
Which one?
Oh,
Golden
Sun.
Sun.
Yep.
Interesting.
I thought he was about to bring Goldeneye again.
No.
I went to the bathroom and Woody's just like, fuck the rules. Here's Goldeneye.
In German. Okay, sorry.
No, you picked rules not enough.
Yeah, the better
Oh, was it?
Goldeneye.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye as I was walking out the door. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And
I like Golden Sun a lot.
I do too. I agree. It is a great game.
But if we're talking about 16-bit RPGs, there's better ones on here, and I am for efficiency, so I'm willing to cut some of my stuff so that Legend of Dragon can be number one where it belongs.
Okay. Well, I have the game playing a little bit. It's a battle section.
So cool.
And like
Look at the
probably the
camera now.
coolest thing about this is like the battles and like the
And the story too.
the
that's why they have-
yeah. But where I will say though, it is very basic, generic fantasy RPG stuff.
Yeah. Really
So-
good basic
Yeah,
fantasy.
Yeah,
good.
it's
not
really
trying to
good. Don't
It's
get me
good.
wrong.
It's
It's not trying
it's
to
a really great starter
reinvent the
pack.
wheel.
Sorry, what was that?
Reinvent the wheel?
No, it's not trying to reinvent the wheel.
No,
Gotcha.
like it's got big summons. It's got magic.
I
It's
mean, look at these cutscenes. That's
yeah.
fucking
It's
cool.
like it's really fucking cool. It's
I love this game. Let's get rid of it.
Yeah, it's classic RPG, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, whatever you want to say, done and polished to a fine sheen.
Yeah. And it's on the GBA.
Yeah, and it's on the Game Boy Advance at that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what he says is correct. It might not be top 10 material, despite how
Are we
good
okay with
it is.
reading it in the sake of time and the sake of hurting my heart?
Okay. There it goes. All right, back to Johnny now.
Now the rest of mine are golden though. Top three.
Okay. What do we got left?
Real Neat Games, ready with a party of three.
Hey, Real Neat Games.
Hello, we're arguing.
It's not arguing; it's a friendly battle.
It's friendly banter and discussion.
About we haven't got. I'll get to arguing. I got
Kingdom Two Crowns is what they were playing tonight.
Yeah, that is a nifty little game.
Top 10 RPG.
Okay,
right,
I'm gonna have to pick a Woody pick here. Parasite Eve. I know there's RPG elements to it. I would not consider this an traditional RPG as what we're talking about here. It's more so survival horror than RPG. Like I would if I were to like put this in like a top, if we were going to argue this in a top 10 category of sorts, I would say we're going to put this up against the likes of like Alone in the Dark and Resident Evil as opposed to Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest.
I would say the sequel definitely is more in that role, but the first one's pretty RPG heavy.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Present Exhibit A.
I mean, it right now. What I put it to is a freaking cutscene, but
Movie Walker. That didn't help us.
Yeah,
it has like the cutscenes of like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. But if I remember right, it's super RPG. Yeah.
Yeah, see right there. There's some stats because you have to use weapons. Like in this case, it's a micro Uzi, and it's got various stats and stuff.
I like hearing RPG with an Uzi. I don't know why. It just makes me happy.
That's why I like it, because it's an RPG and it's not like swords and fantasy and magic. It's like it's a scary game. This RPG.
Yeah, and see, there's more. You have offense, defense. You have like psychic energy that's like basically magic.
It's like you took Final Fantasy VII, took Resident Evil, combined them into one, and made Sweet Passionate Love, and here's the baby.
The baby's like, kill me.
Oh, yeah, the baby, the zombie monster apocalypse, but it's so much fun and like a real adult RPG, and it's spooky, and spooky's fun. And
you know
don't
what?
like it, you hate me.
It is a very adult RPG, which when it came out at the time, there's a lot more of them now. At the time, a lot of RPGs were very fantasy. Wizards.
Rob, can you show us the gameplay?
This is gameplay.
Like fighting. I mean,
no,
you're
in the fight, because like you were just showing like, oh look, you got stats and things.
There.
Like yes, like any or any survival horror could have stats.
There we go. That right there. This is
okay. Yeah.
Active time battle system.
It's got the active time battle system as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the sequel, I guess there. So I guess the sequel is more or less like RE than this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also what's cool about the battle system is you can see it right here. Is you get to actually run around compared to like, especially again at the time,
you get to go left.
Yeah, you get to run around,
right.
And your weapons determine what you can do and who you can hit, all that type of stuff. So
I feel like it just needs to be at least in consideration on the right hand side, because what other RPG, even JRPG, is like a Resident Evil spooky horror game?
Yeah.
Also,
fair enough.
Okay.
It stands out amongst all the Final Fantasy swords and nonsense.
Okay.
So I'm willing to put it to the right.
All right.
Is
Yeah, defend the game.
Good job. All right, now my turn.
Alcohol.
All right, I've never played it myself, though I would say that maybe I might one day in the future when I ain't got nothing else to play. Wolf, defend Sea of Stars.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and say I have a reason for saying this, but I would put it on a lower tier, but I definitely think it deserves to be top 10 for taking the formula of like Chrono Trigger, Golden Sun, a lot of the 16-bit RPGs, and delivering a beautiful tribute to it. I don't think it would be very high because there are a couple of story beats that are too one for one, in my opinion, without getting into spoilers, but I think it should stay, and I think it should be in the list. I think it is an excellent RPG. The story is fantastic. The gameplay is really tight. I think it should stay, and it's one of my top 10 for sure.
Okay, that's fair enough, but it sounds like it's more taking from the classics than doing anything new per se.
It definitely had some new. The lock system in the combat was something I haven't seen before personally.
Okay.
Like you have to hit with certain types of attacks to block your opponent from attacking, or reduce the damage that they deal.
Mm-hmm.
Chrono Cross did that.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, but it's not on the list because we don't talk about Chrono Cross in this household.
I haven't played it. I own it. I haven't played it yet.
Same here.
But
I'm scared.
I'm going to play devil's advocate and say Sea of Stars is great. I don't know what devil's advocate means. And it just takes the best parts of Chrono Trigger. It takes the best parts of Secret of Mana. It takes the best parts of like the Mario RPGs where you have to time your button presses. And it makes it into a modern setting with a really good story, and it's a loving tribute. It should be on the list, definitely.
Yeah. Not only that, but also the fact too that it's in the Messenger's universe, and everyone remembers how like goofy and fourth wall breaking that the Messenger was, but it was still a good game. But like this takes us just like, hey, yeah, we know the Messenger was goofy, but like this is serious. This has like a lot of lore to it. Well, so we can joke around a little bit, but at the same time, it's just like it builds up so much. Like if you play the Messenger, you'll have a greater appreciation for Sea of Stars as well.
And like,
but even
when
if
they
you
drop
get
the
it,
story
like,
beat, it's like,
yeah, exactly.
That's connected. That's holy shit.
I
Especially
do love
when they,
the one like.
Especially when they 1-for-1 recreate Messenger levels in that art style and that engine. It's pretty crazy.
I do also love the sailor who completely fourth wall breaks and it's just like, oh, and now they're going off to the side to discuss if they're going to join us or not.
The writing is
traditional RPG tropes.
Okay, and going along somewhat with like what he said, and even Ninja Monk over there in the chat, it sounds like it pulled a Golden Sun for its time here with the whole recency, where like Golden Sun, it took everything and shined it up really fucking well, which seems to be the case, and put out something, yes, new and unique of itself, but it just iterated on all of those things, which is great. I'm not saying it's not great because I've never played it, unlike apparently Johnny and Woody and Wolf. But
we had a whole podcast about it.
Exactly.
Yep. The whole podcast we gushed about it.
So I guess
the
question is, did it change enough or modify enough to be like its own thing? And I'd still say yes.
Okay.
I don't know about everyone else, but I still think its abilities on the left-hand side.
It's on the left-hand side for me personally.
Okay. Well, what does anybody else think? Should we discuss it and really fight about it here in a little bit, or get rid of it, or do you think maybe it goes on the left? Like it should
go
be
on
there.
the left. I'm strongly with keeping it on the left.
3 votes for left.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I realize I'm one of the 3 votes, but I do agree.
Okay. Well. Well. All right. Well. I personally am outnumbered because I don't know much about it. So, all right, we'll put
Claire
it
said
over
she
here
loves it
on the
too.
left then.
I have no idea what it is about. I'm listening and I'm like,
All right. Well, then let us discuss. Who's
Who's next?
Wait, whose turn was it?
it's
'Cause-
Eric's now.
Yeah, that's right. Well, then we just need to discuss the OG
What?
Final Fantasy VII.
Who brought? I thought Ro brought up Sea of Stars, so wouldn't it be Wolf's turn?
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's right. I
wait,
thought we
sorry,
were.
Wolf. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm fucking dumb.
Sorry,
Jesus
I
Christ.
went after Wolf, and Wolf was talking, so it.
I thought
okay.
since Wolf won that fight in my head, I'm like, it was his turn.
Exactly. That's where my head went as
Come
well.
on.
Wolf won, and it's over there. So yes, okay, never mind. So Wolf, go ahead and go pick on somebody.
Where is Xenogears and Breath of Fire? Xenogears is on here, but none of us have played it, and the person who picked it and has played it isn't here. So we
defend it.
didn't keep it
Respect it for his
because
death.
none of us have played it, and so we have nothing to say about it.
Yep.
We
The
couldn't
panel
Johnny.
defend
has no
it.
experience.
We couldn't
Yeah.
do nothing with it. So it's like, well, bye bye. All right, but anyway, go on, Wolf.
Johnny, tell me about Mickey's Castle of Illusion on your list.
What? Oh, I was like, I didn't pick that. Oh wait, Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
Oh fuck. Oh my God.
If you walk away,
So, reason I
It's
picked
after
the
my
first
bedtime
one
at this
out
point, and I'm punchy.
Okay, the reason I picked this one over all the other ones, all the other 18 iterations before it got super duper convoluted. It's an action RPG, and it's a mix up of, like, the story is that the head of Square and the head of Disney Interactive shared an elevator to be like, hey, what if we teamed up? Okay, let's do it. So it's like, what if I made a couple of Final Fantasy-esque characters and we teamed them up with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy and other Disney properties? And it's just like, hey, replay the movies, but what if Sora, Donald, and Goofy were there? And he's got this giant key. It's the key to hearts and locks. But also we got Final Fantasy characters in there too, like Cloud's there, and Aerith, and Yuffie, and Squall. No, I'm not calling you Leon. Your name's Squall.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
It's like
And
playing
I just like the fact it birthed, like, I know it gets super convoluted later on, but it's also a great, like, it brings out a lot of nostalgia and, like, childhood memories of, like, these movies and these games, because I can't tell you how many creators I've seen who've not only recently in the last couple of years gone through these series, and anytime a character they grew up with shows up, they have a tearful cry, or they're so joyful. Or they'll have some jokes at the expense. Like, one of my favorites is watching a creator in the opening aisle when you have to talk to Tidus, Waka, and Selfie from FF10 and 8. She gets so emotional for Tidus and Selfie, and then she looks at Waka and says, "Hi, Waka, are you still a racist?"
What the fuck?
Those dirty old beds. Go against the teachings, brother. And also to the fact that, like, if the actor was still alive, they got their voices for the game. Like, the woman who voiced Alice in Alice in Wonderland was still with it, and voiced Alice in the Wonderland levels.
Yeah. From what I'm hearing, especially the first Kingdom Hearts is definitely a game that's very simple and clean.
I get it.
I got it.
I don't have voice mod anymore, so I'll just say I get it. Well,
I
felt
do.
I thought it was breaking my PC and all that, so I just took it off.
Guess who has it now?
Oh. That's fair, actually.
Yeah, that's my argument for keeping it.
Okay,
And
well,
it's just and it's fun. Like it's like instead of having to do like the turn based, like wait for a turn, like you're in the action. Like you can just mash buttons, or like if you're careful with like your defenses, you can play it like a traditional character action game, like a Devil May Cry. In actuality, like, and I so want to do this. There's someone made a mod called Kingdom May Cry for Kingdom Hearts 2, where basically it just changes the combat so you can like just do like basically you have all the abilities at the beginning, but like basically turns Roxas and Sora into Dante.
Jesus.
well, here's a question. In the game, are you very reliant? Because I've played it, so I already know this, but we need it out there because we are arguing about the game. Like the stats and all of that type of stuff associated with RPGs, how important is that to the game?
This is depending on like how you want to play, because like at the beginning they give you the option to like, okay, what do you want to focus on? Do you want to be attack heavy? Do you want to be magic heavy? Or do you want to be defensive heavy? So you can pick that, and then you have to sacrifice the other one.
That's true.
Yeah. So like for me, it's always like I always
And you
I
gotta
always go
make
power of
sure
the warrior.
you can heal yourself because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you.
Apparently, apparently there are ways of tricking, like not really tricking, but like making Donald and Goofy like do what you want them to do. But like I'm just so focused on what I'm doing
Phrasing.
that I even. Damn it, Claire.
No, I get what you mean.
Like
Though.
there are strats and there are ways that you can like program it so. Like, and it's also the beginning too. Like when you're on that tutorial level and you have to talk to Tita, Selfie, and Waka, and they ask you like, "Oh, what is best in life, or what's important to you?" The way you answer it,
life.
when they ask you those questions, like depending on how you answer, affects your beginning stats. Like you'll level up quicker, or you'll have more luck to find rare items, or you'll be have more HP at the beginning.
Okay. Because all right, I'll just say this personally, even though I'm trying to do something for this game. If anybody else can, please do. Because I personally really like Kingdom Hearts myself, and I think it should stay. But anybody else want to try and say something about this game? Please, anybody.
I have not played it, but from what I understood about it, was more of just a fighter game, and I don't know, like you don't really change the world or anything. Like it doesn't have any like consequences to your actions.
You don't change the world.
You change the world eventually in about 8 games, 3 of which you can't play anymore because they're locked to mobile. I don't
and go and
one of them is just a movie.
Yeah. Oh, they're all like, I mean, the ones that were mobile, they're all movies.
Fair.
Yeah. What was it? X-Backs Cover, that's a movie. Recoded is a movie.
So
352 over
what I'm getting at is like, is it a really good story and there are stats, but you don't really face consequences.
Yeah, with the first one, it is a good story and it's not convoluted yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think the first one is pretty solid. It's just the further you go. But we can't judge this game on the rest of the franchise.
All right. No. We're just talking about the first Kingdom Hearts right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then
if
I would say no.
RPG, then I'm willing to say, yeah, definitely. Because just from an outside perspective, this game is like a love letter to Disney and Final Fantasy. So it's like all the polish something that really I appreciate. Just like
because the further you get into the series, the less Final Fantasy becomes.
I've only played the card game.
Chain of Memories? No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, because I personally would go so far to say as it goes on the left. That's for me. That's what I think. Because I really like the first Kingdom Hearts. It's not until like the latter parts of Kingdom Hearts 2 into Kingdom Hearts 3 that I'm like, but again, that's me. The first Kingdom Hearts,
I'm willing to
great.
agree.
Which like the games are decent. Like really, the other games are decent. I just find that they just strayed a little bit more far away from RPG. It just became more actiony.
Yeah.
As you went on.
Then I'm gonna say no. If you say it's this game itself or just the future games.
The future games.
Okay, then
this game is like has more RPG elements than anything. Like I mean, the other ones do, but it just feels like it's more actiony with the other games.
Yeah.
Okay, then if there are better RPGs on here that I feel like there is, I'm gonna say no.
It shouldn't go on the left.
I think it should go on the left for now, but then if that's going to be it, then I think then my Coral Island and
because we're still going to have to argue about that, but okay.
Yeah.
So on the left.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then we need to now officially.
Now we'll talk about Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII, the OG 3-disc Squaresoft PlayStation 1 epic that Claire hasn't played.
Yep.
I
have no opinion about these Final Fantasy whatsoever.
Well, I'm gonna say that at a first, like I am surprised that nobody else picked any other Final Fantasy game for this list. And just
as someone who's never played any of them, I have no idea.
Same.
I'm gonna be real with you. The only one I've ever played and finished is 8, and I don't think it belongs on the top 10. The junction systems, the junction system is a little too fucking weird. I enjoyed the story, but no.
Just no.
Yeah.
Just no.
I enjoyed 8 too. Like
Final Fantasy 8 is great with a Game Shark.
I really like 9. I like 6. I like 10. I liked the car. The car made me cry.
4. I love 4.
Mm-hmm.
But even so, like I will have to. I do like because like I never played 7 to full completion until like a few years back, right before Remake came out. Or maybe after Remake. I can't remember. No, I played that first. Yeah, I played it first in preparation for Remake coming out because I was just like, okay, I want to know like what the whole basis story is before I even try to tackle the remake.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go like, hey, I get that reference, or hey, I understand that. It's one that I avoided for the longest time just because of the aura and like the popularity of it.
Yeah,
same.
And how for a lot of people, it was their first Final Fantasy ever. And they would just outright refuse to play 1 through 6 because, pixelated graphics, gross, 3D graphics, yay.
And that exact reason is why I love Final Fantasy VII, though, because I'm a big RPG nerd. I will say it. I loved all the old school Final Fantasy. Probably it's always a tie, and depending on how I'm feeling of the minute between like something like 6 and 7, and depending on again how I'm feeling. But because of the popularity and what Final Fantasy did, it is one of the reasons why I like it sometimes even more, because it finally made other people see it's like, yes, this is Final Fantasy. This is what you've been missing. Hello. Yes. Now go and look at the others. Did they? No, but still. Finally,
it was something that brought it out.
Yeah, it's this one that brought it to a bigger audience that made people think, well, this Final Fantasy thing is pretty good, and made people pay attention to Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 10. Now, do I wish they would go back and look at like Final Fantasy 6 and all of those that are just as good, but again, don't have, the graphics? Yeah, because the stories in them were great. But yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna stay. It's gonna be the top 10. Like,
it's not my favorite.
This is the first one on PlayStation. Like this is the first Final Fantasy off a Nintendo console, because prior to this, everything was Nintendo, and it's the first one where they're just like they're admitting to American audiences, yeah, guess what? We're not just skipping from 3 to 7. We're skipping from 6 to 7 because guess what? 3 was 6. We never gave you 5, and you never got 2 and 3 in America.
Yep. So
I mean, there's a reason they made a movie. There's a reason there's a whole 3 games for 1 game as a remake.
Yep.
True.
It's because all thanks to Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, I think it goes over here. All right. So now, all of
Claire.
Eric's choices
Yeah.
are done and gone. So now let's go to Claire.
All right. I think I'm just gonna say it right now. I think Baldur's Gate needs to be on the left. It needs to be at that showed what not just a D&D game is, but an RPG. Consequences have to your actions. Amazing writing, amazing fucking story. That needs to be on the top 10, not just the fucking left, but on the top 10.
I think my only complaints about it would be the all the good I heard about the character creator, it was way more limiting than I was expecting. But
I mean, yeah, I will accept
game.
that 100. But if it still had a lot of options, considering, like,
oh yeah,
What 8?
what the fuck happened?
Act
He
one
put
only.
Act 1 only.
I'm gonna be real with you. I have just barely gotten into Act 2. I
Wow.
haven't actually finished.
I'm so.
It's just not a game I pick. It's not a game I pick up just to like play for a little bit. Like,
But you love your character.
You gotta
I
sit
love
down
my
and
character, and
invest time.
I do
you
love
love
the
your
game.
characters. You love your character. You love not just your character, but you love and hate certain characters.
Yep.
You're immersed in the story. You're sad when something don't work fucking out for you.
Like when someone decides that they need to kill the owlbear and the cub for chicken nuggets.
I wanted my chicken nuggets.
Oh, God, that made me so mad.
All right.
You can your friend.
Because it was I feel the same. Yeah, it should definitely be over here. Anybody disagree? Want to fight about it?
I am not personally played it myself, but from what I've seen and like the mechanics and like,
oh my god, do you like chicken nuggets?
I love chicken nuggets.
Do you want to suffer your friendship with it?
All right, well there we go, Claire. It's over there.
Okay.
It will definitely be discussed for the top 10. All right.
Okay.
Woody, go.
I don't know. It's hard.
I know.
Bro, what is this? And
I don't know a lot of rogues, so you can fucking tell me what those are.
Oh, you want me to defend Ogre Battle 64 or just Ogre Battle Person of Lordly Caliber? Because it was also on the PlayStation, but...
So, I have one question.
What?
Is it tactics?
It is tactics.
Yes, it is.
Yep,
it is.
Not for me.
It is a tactical RPG. So let me go ahead and show you the little trailer thing that I have pulled up. Because they actually put this out on the Wii U Virtual Console, and it's easily found and played, thankfully, at this point. But obviously, the whole big deal with Ogre Battle is, yes, it is a tactical role-playing game, which you can see here. You have to figure out where you want to put your characters, and there's different monsters, and it's turn-based battle, but it's also real-time active battle type stuff, and you can see all the different magic and all that type of stuff. And obviously that doesn't go right there into like the story or anything like that. As hello Max. But
what the fuck is Max? Where's Max? Is he in the game?
No, it was
just his recommended videos
Max
popped up.
Yeah.
But
so I'm gonna kind of lean on other people here because tactic games are never my forte, and 64 games I haven't played at all.
Yeah, none of these.
It
None of the
seems like
games
it'd be a
that you
top
have.
20 for me, but just looking at it, it seems like cool, a tactics game, but I don't see any difference between this and Final Fantasy Tactics, and I heard a lot more about that one.
Well, this isn't the same as Final Fantasy Tactics. It is a bit different, which you can see how it's being played out, because basically, instead of individual characters, you're in control of an entire like army, and you have to control like little like platoons, so to speak, that you have to put together.
I'm already a no on that. Then.
Well, the thing is,
Fire Emblem kind of thing.
It's something like that. Except, as you can see from the thing, all of your characters, like your main characters, that are in it that you have to control, they have to be the leaders of these like different like little outfits or platoons and stuff. And you can get dragons and mages and stuff. And like also, it doesn't show the story, but like the story, it's big. It's
no, I got you. Just
I'm gonna say no.
Just win me over.
Yeah, just for like how you're describing it.
Tactics. That's automatically just a fact.
Okay, all right. Because
That's
I mean, it was. I will say it was a very well liked game, because this isn't the first Ogre Battle game at that. It was kind of the one that is the most popular. And that's why I played it. But I could definitely see it not being on the top 10, and yeah, I'm very easily swayed that I can get rid of it. That's fine, because I know it's not for everybody. That and like the story and everything in it, it's very heavy. Like, it's like some Game of Thrones shit. Is like the story. All right, that's what it is. I ain't lying. It's like Game of Thrones type stuff, where there's betrayal and people trying to rise up through like military stuff and kingdoms falling and stuff. But yeah, I'm fine.
I'm just gonna say no. The way you were describing, it sounds interesting, but it's one of those like
it is. It really is. If you give it a chance and you get into it, it is. But it definitely is a barrier of entry there. Like Woody has mentioned, it's like, oh, it's a tactic thing. Nah. So I get it, and personally, it's up there for me. That's why I chose it. But I can definitely see,
yeah,
I can't really fight for it, so I'm good with getting rid of it. So
and that's kind of where we are now.
We got to go fast because we only have an hour left. Not even an hour. We have less than an hour.
All right. Well, there you go. All right. So now that was Woody. So
Johnny, go.
Johnny.
Speed on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Claire, can we talk about Neverwinter Nights?
Yeah, go for it.
Now it's another
MMO part. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are other Neverwinter games. He specifically said one, Neverwinter Nights and Neverwinter Nights 2. They were made by BioWare, but...
Oh, sorry, this is not the MMO?
No, this is the MMORPG.
Okay.
She didn't choose like the BioWare stuff. She specifically chose the MMO, which I was surprised by.
Preamble.
Yeah. So
I did play a bit of this myself when I first got my Xbox One, because I was trying to find, just free to play games, so they didn't have enough to play on myself.
Same.
That's how I got to it too.
Yeah.
Yep. I played it for a little bit.
Well, I will say that what I played of it, I don't remember a whole lot of it, so it doesn't really stick out to me. As someone to be like, oh my god, I have to play this.
I played it for a while, and I essentially I got bored.
Yeah, it's one of those like I will say I'm more than fine to pick it off, but it's one of those games I want people to at least try it, because it's a good entrance to multiplayer online games, massive multiplayer, and the D&D itself, like kind of styling gods and everything, and learning the history of it.
Well, I would disagree with that. I would think you should go back and play the Neverwinter Nights games because.
Well, for some people who are just it's free to play and this is just all they had, like this is like me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the Neverwinter Nights games are better.
I am willing to take it off. Yes.
Let's
right.
move it then.
I'm willing to have it deleted. Yes.
There we go.
Is it better than GoldenEye? The English one, no. The German one, definitely no. No, it's not better.
All right, there you go.
God damn it! Now I'm gonna have to find the PAL version of World's Not Enough and put it in German to find out what that's all about.
All right, Rob, your turn.
All right, my turn. All right, well, how about Johnny? How about this weird Game Boy Final Fantasy Legend 3 game?
All right. I will concede. Probably say this is not going to make the final 10. I just like to have like a Game Boy game make it on there because like there are very few, if not any, traditional JRPGs on the system. This was like the third Saga game. Now the reason I have this one on here is a lot of personal memory with this. But this one here, this is when they finally, after the first and second game where there was no XP, like no like traditional level grinding to be done. Like the first one was randomized. You had to like recruit your party members, and most of the time it's like grinding for money to go back to the shops to buy potions to level up your character. The second game was just purely like it was like Final Fantasy 2. So like if the fight was more focused on you healing, then you got more HP, or if you were attacking more, you got strength. It's pretty random. I'm currently playing the DS version of it right now, where for some reason I always have this character party when I picked out. So I pick myself as a male human. I pick my wife as a female human. Then there's what they call mutants or espers. They're magicians, and then I pick a robot. But in this playthrough, for some weird reason, my wife is getting all the HP and strength boost. So I was like, okay, I guess you're the main character now. I get nothing. But this one here, this one, Legend 3, did away with all that and just made a traditional JRPG. So there's leveling, there's no durability on your weapon, so you get a weapon that's yours. It just made a more traditional RPG, and the fact too, there's time travel involved. So like, you got this little stealth bomber that you can go between the past, present, and future, and it's basically to stop the world from flooding. And then later on, when you go into like the other world, it opens up a little bit more. But then you've got like the jet as an airship, but then you got to collect parts and make it like fly higher. It actually becomes like your 5th or 6th party member. So if you're fighting enemies, it'll fire a laser off, and then your character's going to attack after that. But again, that's. I have my rose-tinted nostalgia glasses on. That's why I have it on here. But I could probably concede to say that it will not reach top 10.
Okay, well, do you want to possibly get rid of it or put it over on the right to possibly fight it out with some stuff? What do you think? What does everybody think?
I am looking at what's on the left right now, and what else we have to talk about. I honestly don't like. I'm okay getting rid of it. I just want to talk about it a little bit. I say to chat, if you haven't played it, go check it out. You can get the collection of Saga Final Fantasy Legend on PC, PlayStation, or Switch. And that's actually the preferred way to play, because you can actually fast forward the gameplay and you could just like barrel through a lot of the fights. Just to like, so you're not playing it for hours on end. You can just be like, no, I'm just gonna grind, boom, 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 done.
Okay,
that's been sponsored by Final Fantasy.
All right, well then,
Legend will sponsor.
All right, well then, we'll go ahead and let Wolf go, and I'll pull a little bit of an audible that takes place since Eric thing won't be discussed. So go ahead, Wolf.
I gotta what's up again because I can't see some of these. Hey, let's talk about Phantasy Star.
Oh my, Phantasy Star Online. All right. So, let me see here. There it is. This is a little trailer from way back when they announced Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2, or whatever they wanted to call it. episode 1 and 2, was coming to the GameCube, and it would have online. And this is the game that I actually added last minute because of Claire. All right. Because in this game, you're seeing it right here. You can choose different, characters, they can do different classes, they can do different things. And like not a lot of MMOs at the time. It had obviously a history behind it, as well as its own little story that you do with the online missions. Now, I unfortunately was never able to actually go online, but the main reason I got it was because you only saw it for a second, is because it had frickin' split screen co-op. And to me, that was incredible because I played it with my wife. Oh my God. Before she was my wife, I had a GameCube and I got this and I was like, hey, we can play this together. And she was like, okay, because also Phantasy Star Online, the stuff that you can do and how you can do it, it's not overly complicated because you have to do it on a freaking controller, right? And it has all the trappings of, you level up. You even get a little pet that you see floating around that you have to level up as well. And like the story, it's very sci-fi-y to where like you're on a big spaceship, but you're trying to go down and figure out a place to essentially start a new home. And what happens is you run into all these creatures and you have to clear them out, but you also find like artifacts and all this alien stuff, and it opens up. And also like they even added some special like Sega Easter eggs as well. Like one of the little pets you could have was a like Sega Genesis console, which I always thought was funny. I never got one to drop, but they're there. And I it was an online, again, very massively multiplayer if you went online, but it also had a fucking ending. You could finish this game. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I know. It's crazy, right? But even after you defeated the big final boss and all that type of stuff, there was still more to do. Because
that's what Star Wars: The Old Republic has.
No.
Yes, because there's the main storyline and then there's others that you can go on.
Yeah, and you can do that as well. But once you defeat that, there's more story. Once you technically beat the game, there is basically an aftermath, an after game, an end game. And, you keep going, you keep grinding, you keep playing, and you go, and you can even go back and play the old stuff, the old areas, because that's how you grind in like an online game. And everything on this game was on point for the time. The graphics, the gameplay.
So wait, are you saying that
music.
Star Wars does that?
Huh?
But are you saying all this, like what you're describing is Star Wars: The Old Republic?
Really?
Yes.
No. Because
yes.
No. Because Star Wars: The Old Republic, it's all based around that war. All right? In this, I know there's more to it in Star Wars, but it's still about the Jedi-Sith war. This, the main theme and everything else is what you're trying to do, and you accomplish it. Mm-hmm. And if you want to stop there, you can, because you've done the main thing. You've done the main quest, and you can stop, which, like my wife did. But I wanted more. And, oh, wait, there's more story because I did defeat the thing. Now, is it as in-depth as the main thing? No. But that is why there's also an episode 2. Is it as good as the first one? Not really, but it's there.
So this
Okay,
is
but
another one where I've heard a lot about, just never played. So
again, this is just what you're saying is
Mhm.
all in Star Wars: The Old Republic. So if you have an issue with Star Wars: The Old Republic stuff like now, then why don't you have an issue with this?
So we should get rid of Star Wars: The Old Republic and this game.
I mean, if he's dissing Star Wars: The Old Republic for everything he told me, and yet he's describing the exact same stuff in this one, then both should be on the left.
How is it the same? Explain to me, how is it the same?
For the main game, for the main missions.
Okay.
Not Knights of the Old Republic. It's Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's a different one. It's not Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay.
If you finish the game,
Right.
like the quote unquote main storyline, you can stop
also,
there.
I didn't play this online, even though it's online. I played it with my wife because Sega made it a game first, and they added the massively multiplayer onto it.
I that doesn't. I don't feel like that should come into question in what we're discussing. Is everything you said? The game ends, and there you go. You don't have to play anymore. Yeah, you don't have to do that with Old Republic.
Can I play the Old Republic as a regular RPG?
Yes.
And I can play it by myself. I don't need anybody else. I don't need to group up. I don't need to do none of that. I can play all of it
if you don't
solo,
want to do the extra missions, yes.
Exactly.
Beginning to an actual end.
Of the actual game, the first part of the game, yes. And even the second part of the game, yes.
Dude,
you don't have to go into club groups.
I did that with Star Trek Online. Like I never teamed up with anyone. I maxed out. Like I'm a 5-star rear admiral in the Federation, and I never teamed up with a single person.
Yeah, there's like I had a character. I'm just like I don't feel like playing with anyone, so I'm not going to do any of the extra stuff you can do. Of course,
would I love to play with other people in Star Trek Online? Absolutely.
Yeah. I would group up with randos all the time and meet new people, but you don't have to. Like you can just do all the solo. You may have to grind a little bit more on certain things, but you can definitely do it.
That wasn't the experience I got, though.
Were you just accepting every single thing? Because you don't have to play with people. You can just play by yourself.
Because when I played like the beginning, all right, it was very single player focused, but once that was over, it was if you want to experience any more, you have to group up with people. You have to play it out.
You do not.
All I'm saying is we gotta make a decision.
I'm saying if you have an issue with Republic for all these reasons, you're gonna have with all the Star Wars Republic, you're gonna have to have an issue with this one because it's exactly the same way you're describing it.
Okay, and I'm perfectly because I don't think it probably would end up in the top 10, even though it is pretty much the basis for a lot of MMO type stuff, especially on console. I probably don't think it would necessarily be top 10 though.
Okay, so I'm willing, if you're accepting, that both of our stuff then needs to go.
All right, I'll be down with that then. Let's go ahead, get rid of that, and no Old Republic. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Compromise.
Right, so,
did you see it for half a second that he put the
I did. I'm
I
trying not to acknowledge his insanity. Okay,
it's not insane. It's just another art form.
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, look what he got on
Earthbound. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So here's the audible. All right. I'm going to focus on this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a versus. Two PlayStation RPGs. One stays, one goes.
I need to not drink when I need to argue about something because I'm ready to.
Really? Why does Vandal Hearts goes? Because you never played it. You don't know anything about it.
If it's more tactical and not really story wise, that's
so is fucking Parasite Eve. Did you not see the various tactical bullshit that you have to do?
I thought both of them. I thought for both of them. Like this is no dissing to the game itself, but it's just like if this is what it is, it doesn't feel. They're more tactical and not as much story and stuff. And Immersion. I feel like immersion's a big one for me, and I
Well, let's
apologize.
just say we'll keep one of these three, and we'll keep Legend of Dragoon and get rid of the other two.
I mean, as far as an RPG goes, like.
All right, no,
Yeah.
this is between Parasite Eve and Vandalheart.
Stop.
I mean, I like the song.
We've had three-way verses before. Remember, we had to put all the Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings up against each other.
Yeah.
Stop squashing my creativity. It's 10:30.
All right.
Of those three, Legend of Dragoon.
Dragoon.
If it was just the other two, I would say Parasite Eve. But if it's all
Yeah.
three, Dragoon, 100%.
Yeah, the sad thing is I agree with that.
I love
So-
you, Parasite Eve, but Dragoon is the whole reason I made G1 game days back in the day. So
No, you can't bring nostalgia into this mother.
yes, I can.
Bullshit!
Come on.
You have
Legend of Dragoon is the reason we're here,
Yeah.
yelling about these games.
Our mother. This is our grandmother.
All
right,
sorry.
so-
Legend of Dragoon's #1, or else we're all fired.
all right then.
Yeah, I'm already retired. I mean,
Fuck!
shit.
All right then. There's that. There's that.
Beat us.
We've made some big decisions there. We got rid of two more. So now let's go ahead and go back to Claire. What do you want to do?
Pokemon. For Woody. Why the fuck is Staryu dancing?
Star Me, and that's
All right,
now
don't-
Mega Star Me, where all they did was make his lower 2 points longer, so he just has like man legs now.
Oh
So
my god.
Watching it run around, it looks like a guy in like a Toho suit, like in a Godzilla movie.
Okay, sorry, I
It's
just
so
noticed that.
fucking weird.
Oh my god, I just noticed it. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Claire, look up a video on Mega Star Me and be
I will look
horrified
it
with
up
the
after
rest
this.
of
I'm
us.
just gonna have it in the
All
search
right,
bar right
Woody, defend Pokemon Gold.
Okay, so Pokemon iconic. Everyone knows Pokemon. Everyone loves Pokemon. It's probably, it's changed the cultural zeitgeist. It's still going around, even though the games now are not as good. Out of all the Pokemon games, this is the best one.
Is it an RPG though?
Yes.
God, yeah.
We've already determined that,
You
Claire.
have stats, you
Out of
can
all these
actually-
games on the left that we have,
Yes.
and then some on the right, does it?
Yes.
God
You're
damn it, I
not
just
winning
didn't
that
play it as much.
argument, Claire.
I
You're
want
not.
to argue. Let me go
It
get
is
more
an
alcohol, please.
RPG. You play the role of a Pokemon trainer who does, turn-based battles with magic, which is basically Pokemon moves, with stats
Yeah.
that go up, and the stats
Yeah, it's
matter.
true. It is magic, isn't it?
And
You buy
also,
items
there's
from
the
item
fact.
shop. You go to
also-
a cleric or a store,
Yeah.
a Pokemon Center to heal yourself.
Yeah.
It's an
and-
RPG, just with different
You
names.
use potions and revives. It's an
Yep.
RPG.
yeah, and also the fact
It
that
has
in these
mana
games,
potions.
in these games, the fact that they not only had this entirely new, crazy big adventure and story, you got to go back to the original game before it.
And then climbing the mountain to fight Ash. Or Red,
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Okay, okay.
That
In my
was-
mind, I always saw it more as just. a
I like
cool
Emerald
battle
better,
game. That's just how I felt about it. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay, personally,
That-
I think it goes on the left, but again, that's me.
Left.
I'm not.
Oh, it
I'm-
definitely goes to the left. Like, we need to have at least a Pokemon game on here.
And this is the best Pokemon game.
I would say, like,
even if, I'm my
even
favorite.
if-
yeah,
even
personally,
we're
I
not going
played
with the-
Silver, but I'll
even if
go
we're
with
not
Gold.
well, I mean, yeah, that's this.
Yeah, I think it goes over here. I think
yeah,
it can be
Yep.
defended well enough. It goes over there.
yeah, because like, if it wasn't going to be the Heart Gold, like the DS version, even if it's like regular gold, that one really should be on, because like the first Pokemon was a feat of engineering on the original Game Boy in and of itself, but the fact that like the second game is like this brand new region, and then it has the entirety of the old region in it, plus the battle with the original trainer, that's crazy.
Agreed.
Got crazy.
I just like.
Sorry, I like the way you said that.
better.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right,
I'm
well, there you
willing to
go.
defeat. It's just how I feel. Okay. Okay.
All right, then what do you want to do? What do you think? What do you want to look at or talk about or try and get someone to defend?
Is this a good RPG or is just a okay RPG with Mario on it? Go.
Ooh,
Which one?
okay.
Wait. Oh.
Defend Super Mario
Oh.
RPG Legend of the Seven Stars.
Okay. As much as I love this game and the nostalgia behind it, and the fact that like this was like the last big Square Enix project before they were like, Nintendo, you're not putting CDs in your new console. Okay, we're gonna go to PlayStation. See you in 8 years. How long was the gap between this and Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles?
Like
It was
8,
quite
10,
a while.
10 years.
It was
or
quite a
something.
while.
Yep.
Yeah. But we can see like it's a pretty basic, and it's a pretty it is basically baby's first RPG if we don't count Mystic Quest.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty unique. It's just like, hey, let's take Mario and take him completely out of his elements of it being in a platformer and then make it so that it's a turn-based RPG. And it was a fantastic turn-based RPG. And it gave us memorable characters that up until like last year or 2 years ago, whatever it was, when they announced that 3D remake, like Gino and Mallow had been stuck in like trademark hell because like, oh, are they Nintendo characters or are they Square Enix characters? It's kind of a tricky
Right, we need
thing.
to keep going. We need to keep going. We only have half hour. We gotta
Alan
go.
from Mario
it's okay.
Tennis.
It's okay.
Oh my
It's
God,
okay,
Mario Tennis! Yes.
Well, because
Oh my
Gino for
God,
Smash
sorry.
is the meme, so Mallow from Mario Tennis.
Sorry, that made me. Okay, sorry. Okay, anyways. Okay. Fuck.
Now,
I would love for it to stay, but I know like I would have to. Let me see what have we got on the side here.
Is it one of those that actually like holds up? Can it
I
hold
mean,
its own against all those?
currently, if the left
I mean,
is the
they
top 10, they
remade
only
the
have
game.
3 slots left.
all
Yeah,
right.
that's-
I think it's really good. I mean, there's a reason that they remade the game.
Yeah, there's a
'Cause
reason
it's
I
good.
almost cried during his announcement.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
What?
No, he's okay. That kind of.
Okay, because I personally think it should stay. All right, myself.
I'm sorry. Look at the Earthbound.
I see it. All right, I see it.
I see it.
All right,
I
so
see
here.
it, I don't want to acknowledge it. Acknowledge it.
So here's what here's what I think we should do. Since I personally think Mario RPG should stay. And we've got 2 others. Not all of them can be here. We got 3 Super Nintendo RPGs. All right.
Yeah.
Johnny
Oof.
defended his Wolf. You got anything for Earthbound?
It's an excellent, really fucking weird story. The pedometer health system is really interesting, where you don't just lose health immediately; it is ticking down, and you can stop it if you move fast enough. And also super unappreciated in its time because the American marketing for it was fucking terrible. But people realize now, no, Earthbound is actually excellent.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's so good they won't localize the sequel.
Yeah, it's also that. The fact that they still won't localize the sequel.
Hey, it's on the Japanese Game Boy Advance NSO. So you could play it there if you understand Japanese. You know what? With the modern technology, fuck it. Just point your phone to the screen and put Google Translate on there. Problem solved, right?
All
Oh
right.
my God, don't say that.
All
as
right.
someone
So
who
now
has to use that
mine
thing.
is Secret of Mana. All right. If you don't know what Secret of Mana is, it's something in the similar vein of like Chrono Trigger, except it doesn't do what Chrono Trigger does. It has like a different.
Chrono.
Okay.
You're saying it wrong.
But
Sorry.
anyway, Secret of Mana or Mana, however you want to say it.
Nana.
Instead of having like that type of turn-based back and forth battle system, it has a more basically it's real-time battle. It has a weird like command system. It does a lot of first time very interesting things. Also one of the things that I liked I never got to take advantage of when I was younger is it had a co-op mode because you can be 3 different characters and the story, while it's nothing revolutionary necessarily, it was different enough where it was like a high fantasy, but it had like it still had like some weird technology stuff, and it was like a fight between that, which you did between like nature and technology and magic, which you do eventually see in like later like Final Fantasy games, but this is where it really took, I guess, its first stab at it. And I mean, the story's really good because of that. It was obviously widely beloved on release because, I mean, just like Super Mario RPG, it was made by Square. So is this, but it was mainly a Square game compared to like Earthbound, which was in and of itself its own unique thing, which is what helped Secret of Mana stand on its own. So yeah.
So
What do we all
see how it
think
goes.
here? Because they all can't stay.
I feel like I'm more leaning toward getting rid of Secret of Mana, just because like the gimmick for it was the playing like co-op. If you take away that, I feel like it's not as memorable as the other two. That's
So you
hard.
needed the multi-tap to fully
Yeah.
do the gimmick.
Yeah, well, you could have 2 players. It could only be 2-player
Two,
co-op. You
but-
didn't
Are
have...
you rich or do you have a friend? That's the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just
Back
turned
at
back to look at them. Is that Narnia down on
Yeah.
Secret of Mana?
Yeah. It's the best
And
before.
the co-op, you didn't have to, like, it was also something that never really happened in like RPGs. It had the co-op was drop in, drop out. So if you did have a friend over and they could just play the game with you, you know,
My friends,
and they could go about their way and, you know, that type of stuff.
So what
And
we're saying is we need to keep one, right?
And like the world, obviously, I mean, I could show you the trailer and stuff, but like just the box art alone has some beautiful art in it, and it translates to the game and the pixel art itself. Like the game from beginning to end is beautiful. Okay? Everything, it's very organic. It's got every type of environment you can think of. It's obviously got some forests and like big palaces made of crystal and freaking all this stuff. It makes you, especially when you like see the map, when you get your first flying thing and you can see everything, it's like it makes you.
What I'm asking, Robert, though,
Okay.
you brought this up.
Okay.
We have to keep one, you said.
Yeah.
Which one are we keeping?
Personally, I think Secret of Mana. But, you know, I'm biased.
All biased. That's what the point of this is.
Yeah, we're all fucking biased.
Johnny, what do you think?
Oh, God.
Because I like RPG. I never really got into Earthbound.
Johnny, what do you think?
See, I haven't played Secret of Mana. I have played Earthbound and Mario RPG.
Yeah, so basically he's the opposite of me. So what do you think?
I have to stand my. I would like. This is not like yeah. I probably flip a coin and. Oh my god.
This is true
chat,
hell.
You chat. You just
no, we were not allowed. Oh wait, yeah, we were. We have done it.
Nah,
It's
I'm
one of those
kidding.
like it's hard to like what's
I
one's gonna
honestly-
If we're ending on time, we only have like 15 minutes.
be. Like
No,
let's go.
it's
Let's go.
okay. We can go over. We went over last time.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
okay.
am.
I just don't
Well,
want
for
us to get stuck on just even like the first part of the
I
release.
also wanna be
You know
respectful
it's
of
gonna
time in case
fucking
you have
go
things to do tomorrow.
ballistic
Why
on the
Patrick
pen.
start Earthbound? No, don't worry about it. I would still stick to my guns with Mario RPG. Even though it's like baby's first RPG, like it's super easy, I would still say like, it's fun enough for like, and it's like it took Mario out of its comfort zone. Like
Mhm.
Square Enix, came in and was just like, what if we just made Mario an RPG? Let's make an RPG with Mario. And it worked.
Yep.
And it spawned like the Paper Mario series after that. I personally didn't, because I kind of like the combat style of this RPG compared to the Paper Mario of what I played of it. But I mean, if it wasn't for that, they wouldn't have continued. So
Okay. So then, how about you, Wolf? You brought in Earthbound. What do you think?
I would stick with Earthbound. The fucking weirdness just appeals to me. It's just such a delightfully bizarre game.
okay, so that leaves Woody and Claire.
Claire, go.
Ew. I have not played any of them, honestly. It
Well,
is
just
a
from
hit or miss,
based-
bro.
Just based on
If
what
that
you
was
have
just
heard.
based on what I've heard, and I'm gonna just say this box art.
Yeah, minus
gonna
the
go-
stupid shit that Woody has put there.
Why did Narnia go?
Fine, I'll get rid of it. Go.
Narnia back.
No.
I was gonna say Secrets of Mana just because of Narnia.
And
Okay.
I'm leaning toward Mario.
Okay, yeah,
God.
I'm thinking
As
thinking
someone
Mario
who's so
stays.
bad at this, I don't know
because
these games very well.
I
man.
like Mario. Johnny likes Mario. Now Woody likes Mario.
Do we want to ask the chat just for this one?
If Earthbound has the least votes, I'll put my vote behind Mario. If it's like there's 5 of us, I am the one vote that my game has 1 vote. I'll
Okay.
go Mario.
But I will say this about mine. I think it should go over here and possibly fight another fight.
We all feel like that about ours. That's the thing. It's just it's hard. That's what's so hard.
But personally, Mario RPG, I think, also goes over here. That's just me. Does anybody
the
else?
left or right?
The left over here.
I agree.
I mean, I thought that's what we're debating about.
I was debating on getting rid of them or putting them in a certain place. That's what the versus is. So, how about Earthbound? Because it had the least votes, and stuff like Wolf said.
I feel like we should have a little honorable mentions pile, and if things are not good enough to even hit that, then those go away.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll put it over here for right now. So there we go. That's what I did. So we're down to a lot of bare bones here.
Mhm.
So we really need to start getting into this.
Agreed. Let's cut. Let's be mean. Let's go.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. And what do we got here? Oh, okay. 2 OGs, old school ones.
Oh,
Dragon Warrior and the Hero's Quest. One of them needs to be deleted.
I'll make this easy. Delete Heroes Quest. That was there as an honorable mention. That was
Okay.
that was not. I
Okay.
think this is top 10.
Okay, there we go.
Mhm.
So Dragon Warrior 4 will stay.
I
All
deleted
right.
Fantasy Star. Doesn't deserve it. Let's go.
Do what? You
Okay.
you want
got rid of
to
Phantasy Star.
get rid of Fantasy Star?
Very
All
good.
right. So then, how do we feel about Coral Island?
Now again, this one
Here's-
is
Here's me
Cor-
being mean.
yeah.
Coral
Yeah.
Island looks like a fun RPG or farming game with RPG elements.
Yeah,
If Claire's the only one who played it, we have no right to put it on top 10.
right, because I think it would sit a lot smoother in it's a cozy farming sim than RPG.
Yeah, it's not gonna hold
If
up
we
against
if
the
we
other.
had a top cozy games list, absolutely this belongs here. I just don't think it belongs on
Mhm.
top 10 RPGs.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
All
not
right.
going to hold up against them. If this can go into honorable mentions just to show another element of RPG, this is a good one to
Yeah. Okay.
really get people to know.
There we go.
Mhm.
All right, then let's go ahead and switch it on up and hit our final from the internet. Dragon Age Origins.
Can I say that because we have Fallout,
Let us have it. Put it all out there, Claire. Go ahead.
if we have Fallout New Vegas, I feel like Fallout New Vegas compared to Dragon Age is going to, I want to say, hold more, because Fallout has a lot more action, you could say, because the fighting, let's be honest, fighting's better in Fallout, because this is click and point. That is its only saving grace against Fallout. Like, I feel like Dragon Age Origins has more lore, because it's a starting point. It has more lore, it has more items, it has more consequences, especially with that fucking epilogue.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
goddamn amazing.
I agree.
And I
And
feel
also,
yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Also,
No, you're good.
If it wasn't for Dragon Age Origins, I guarantee you we wouldn't have Baldur's Gate 3.
Hell no.
I think it should be over there on the left. And it's all fantasy, but it's a very brutal, visceral, bloody fantasy. It gets into some nitty gritty, like a lot of times pretty topical, even to this day, stuff in that game that some of the later Dragon Age games maybe don't touch on as much, but by God, BioWare was firing on all cylinders with this game.
1000%. I mean, just to put it into perspective on like a really good dark fantasy, not even a dark fantasy, like progressiveness on how it showed a lot of different players. It was one of the, if not the first roleplay game with same-sex couples.
Yeah, there is that stuff too.
So if not the first, it was one of the first major push on that really showed a bunch of another side of the community in games. Not even games, in the world.
Johnny Wolf, did you play these? I did not, so.
I haven't.
No, it's been on my radar to play though.
It's really good. You will not regret playing it when you if you ever finally do.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if I could go back and like, you know how you felt how you could play one of those like Fallout New Vegas for the first time? That is how I feel about Dragon Age Origins.
Yep, this is one of those when the wife and I it's like when we had one of our first children, it's one of those games that I played through and she watched, and she probably likes it maybe a little bit more than I. I mean, she really likes some of the characters, maybe one witchy one a lot.
Morgan.
Yeah. So yeah. So I think it should go up here, around here, like, you know, nice little comfy space. Would you agree to that, Claire? Does anybody on in chat or in the call say nah?
I will say this then. Here's going to be the kicker. It may be something we're going to have to discuss a little later if we get to Johnny's. But I feel it's going to beat Mass Effect.
Well, okay. Well, we'll see.
Let's have these conversations.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Right now?
So,
okay, sorry.
We did that. So let's go ahead and look at more of us since Claire had a lot, and I, so to speak. Let's talk about Cyberpunk 2077.
Heyo.
It was your pick, Claire. You brought it in, so go ahead and defend it, talk it up, do whatever you can.
Amazing fucking storyline. Actual ending was like different endings, kick ass, plenty of action, great character customization, even without mods, and the stats were fun. Like, you can legit be a bruiser and it not feel like you're forced to do it. You don't have to do stealth. you don't have to do just complete assault. You can do a net runner and do stealth, but then you can also do snips. Like you can be someone that goes around not having to hurt as much, or you can go around hurting as much, but you can do it only to certain people.
Okay. Well, then I will go ahead and push back a little bit and say everything you said is correct. Unfortunately, the game is a buggy mess.
It got better. It got better.
Yeah, it got better, but when it came out, the game was crap.
I mean, so was fucking Skyrim.
That's true. And look where Skyrim is.
I know, but I'm just saying, if we're just going like how it came out.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, Baldur's Gate 3. Like,
also the game.
I loved it, but man.
Also, the game, it has had add-ons that more thoroughly flesh out the story, because one of the complaints with the base game was the story.
Very true.
I didn't play it because of the bugs in the beginning.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I didn't either. No matter what game.
Like,
no matter what game, I don't give a fuck how good or bad. If it's a new game, I am not going to play it right when it comes out.
Well, you can't say that about some of the old games, though. So that is it might not be a major knock against it compared to some things, but it is something we have to somewhat take in consideration and know. But granted, now if you play it, if you were to just like say pick it up off a store shelf and all the game was on the disc, how it was when it came out, you would probably not have a good experience.
I am willing to concede for it to be deleted from this. However, I want it to be stated that if we were just looking even at these older games, like I can't say if they were buggy or not, because how many of them had more customization, stats,
Well, also that was the thing with a lot of older games. They had to be good when they released because they could not be updated.
I'm not saying that it's gonna be. I just don't think that should be something.
I know, but Cyberpunk 2077 is a good game. I will admit that, and anybody else that maybe played it will admit that it's a good game now. But I don't think personally that it's top 10 material.
If I'm looking what's on the left, I would just say no.
Yeah, it's not going to win on the left, but
yeah, freaking Fallout launch Fallout New Vegas with how bad and buggy it was is better than Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, yeah, I'm willing to concede that. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's gone. All right. Well, then, let's fuck it. Let's just go all around Mass Effect. The first Mass Effect. Where does it go and why? We gotta tear it down, build it up, because I've played it, Johnny's played it, Claire's played it. Anybody else here out there played it?
What do you got to say?
Yep, I love it. Playing it.
I think everyone except for me. So.
Oh my god, I love it.
All right, you enjoy it, Woody.
Yeah.
Oh my god, enjoy. You would love it.
But just based on everything that you're hearing and thinking, what do you think, Woody? Be mean. Be
mean.
If I'm being mean, between what I heard about Mass Effect and what I heard about Dragon Age, I'd play Mass Effect.
Yeah, it's one of those like I don't feel like it's gonna beat, for me at least. It's not gonna beat Dragon Age, and it's not gonna beat Fallout New Vegas.
Right, because like over there in the chat, like Vork says, I've beaten it twice. I have also went through it like twice, but that's about it. Whereas something like Dragon Age, you can go through it like probably half a dozen times and still find new shit. It's the same thing with New Vegas and Baldur's Gate, heck, even Chrono Trigger technically. So, whoo.
Oh, we're not going to talk about who we're going to save. Yeah, but I think it's not going to hold up against Fallout and Dragon Age. In my mind.
All right, so
let me put it this way also. Who loves elevator music?
I get it.
No diss because they had to do what they had to do, but goddamn, you knew why they had to do it.
And hello, Jimbo. Welcome, and yeah, we're discussing Mass Effect currently, which right now it's on the chopping block.
It really shouldn't be. It should be in the top 10.
Punching reporters. It's great. It's great.
I want the record to show that I said I would rather play Mass Effect than Dragon Age.
All right, well that's fine.
You're more sci-fi.
Unfortunately, you've got several other people that disagree with you.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I just felt like
I'd rather play.
Me, so
I'd rather play Mass Effect than Dragon Age.
I mean, because I'd rather, because I played both, and I'd rather play Dragon Age.
Same.
If I had to guess, if we were putting him in the verses right now, I'd still sway towards Dragon Age.
Ditto.
So it looks like 2 for Dragon Age, 2 for Mass Effect. Wolf, break some hearts. Go.
I've only played Mass Effect.
Mass Effect wins.
All right, so then.
Yeah, I think I would lean that way. I just don't know enough about.
Then let's put
Dragon
it over
Age.
here. Let's put it over
That's
here
fine.
for right now. Put it over here for right now because it was so contentious. And the last thing we will discuss before we have to make some deep cuts is Persona 4. I can guarantee you almost nobody else here has played this. I myself...
No,
What?
not played it.
I was going to say no, but I think my boyfriend would kill me if I didn't say that it at least deserves consideration.
All right.
I've heard of many, many good things. I know
Jimbo
Jimbo really
has.
does not like this game. He thinks it's really bad. Jimbo actually
Is it
doesn't really like
RPG?
Persona
I thought
games
it
in
was-
general.
Yes, it is an RPG.
Oh.
All right.
cool.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Jimbo, do you want to help? You want to help? I'll
Yes.
take the help. Go ahead. Go for it.
Okay, so let me, before I begin and start yelling at people for saying I don't like this game, because fucking how dare you?
You don't know the game.
I do. First of all, is there are we taking soundtracks and things into account for the
All of
game?
it. Yeah, we're taking
Are we
all
really?
of it. The
Oh, for
entire
fuck's
game.
sake.
The entire game.
Okay, because Persona 4, much like the other Persona games, like my argument was with Scott Pilgrim and other games in past arguments, amazing soundtrack. The various songs will catch you at a random. You will be stuck in your head for weeks after playing. But that's this is so for folks that know that I've played the mainline, the Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5 games over the last few years. They are at least 60-hour games if you want it just on the first playthrough alone, but if you want to perfect it, it's going to be like 120 hours.
Nice.
Wordman is right. It did get a fighting game spinoff, Persona 4 Arena. These games are a lot of fun because there's a lot of interaction with the obviously crafting personas is a big deal in it. The storyline is really, I think, really good. I'm not one to describe different games. I feel silly here doing this, but I got called out, so I have to jump in here.
You're fine.
You got called out, honey. No.
someone said falsehoods in my name, so I have to correct them. I mean, it's a game to fall in love with. You fall in love with the characters pretty easy. If you like just connecting with characters, there's that. If you like potentially romancing characters, there's that option as well. I'll be honest. When I played it the first time, I went back and I was like, who did I connect with the most? And I was very surprised at the answer of who the character I connected with, who I was more like in my current friend group. You have phenomenal voice acting in both versions of the game. A lot of twists and turns. You get the big reveal at the end on who the actual bad person is.
Oh, it's one of those games.
Yes, it is. It is the villain will not be revealed until the end of the game, but it also is a game that has multiple endings where if you don't do certain...
The overall thing is like it's a mystery.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So go on.
Yeah. It has multiple good and bad endings depending on how you play.
Nice. Sorry, I'm going off like when you say it, I'm like putting my fingers up, saying which was good or bad in my mind.
Okay. There's the game has like if you like having a focus where you have to do things by a certain like date in the game. It has that because if you don't do that, then obviously you get bad endings, and there's a different bad ending for each deadline you miss, essentially. Yeah, and it's, you get a whole bunch of, and there's some real feel good moments. There are some moments in the game that I looked at and I was like, wow, I haven't experienced many RPGs, but the moment that this RPG went, the moment I'm thinking of, I was very surprised that they would actually pull the trigger on that kind of moment in an RPG. Of course,
yeah,
I never played.
there are some definite uncomfortable things that get brought up in this game.
Yeah. And even one of like the first time you experience certain dungeons, which is what they call like where you have to go rescue the person, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
They are different. They are different for each one. They're not, obviously the enemies are going to be similar and there's going to be a little bit of repetitiveness. But each dungeon you go through is going to be different and themed to the specific person that you're going to rescue. So you will have a different experience with like dialogue, a different experience with like what things you're going to feel, different interactions. Obviously, you can go back and play the previous dungeons. You're not like in Persona 5. Once you complete a dungeon, that's it. You're done. You can't go back. In 4, you can go back and play the previous ones. And it's a game that surprises you, makes you makes you feel things that I obviously didn't expect to feel. And it's a game that's surprising, that takes a lot of surprises, even for a base, even if you just look at it as an RPG. Of course, it being a JRPG, there are some different things, localization and things may not translate, but for the most part, it's a solid game. I was very, very surprised when I first played it.
Yeah, and to basically build off what Jimbo said, and to also give me more reasons why I should go over to the left, is this game, when it comes to Persona fans in general, is the gold freaking standard.
Which is why the second edition of it was called Persona 4 Gold. That's not the actual truth.
That's true.
Yeah,
okay.
They re-released it on Steam and stuff, which is how I played it. I played this game, all right, going with a personal story here, during the pandemic, all right?
Hey, me too.
Yeah, I played it for the first time there. I streamed the entire fucking thing.
Me too.
And I got so caught up in the story, in everybody's lives, in all the interactions. Basically, when this game takes place, I swear to God, I was transported back to being a motherfucking teenager again.
Yep.
All right? Because that's when the game takes place. All right? I've tried to play like Persona 5. I will admit it didn't quite grab me because, again,
to be fair, yeah.
Go on. Go ahead.
I was going to say, to your credit, Robe, the first not interaction, but the first the first storyline that you deal with in Persona 5 is like it took. I was very surprised that that's where they started with.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I want to say because I don't want to spoil it if people don't want to.
Yeah. I same. But unfortunately, I bounced off of Persona 5 hard. Will I go back and try and power through and see the greatness that's there? But even a lot of the people that like 5 say it's not as good as 4. And now I've
that off of you, Kiko. Take that off of you,
yeah,
Kiko.
Take it off of you, Kiko.
Put
it on Teddy. He deserves it more.
Yeah.
You got rid of it.
And also, that's the thing. I know in depth all of these characters' names, their likes, their dislikes, all that type of stuff. And one of the things I remember being so affected by, other than like the one like really like, or I guess it's 2 kind of like, is this really going to go there? Was when they basically kidnapped one of the characters that had been there the whole game, and they're gone, and I was like, oh hell no. Where are they? We going now. No. Fuck everything else. No. We need to get them back. All right? Because of just how well the game just sucks you in and makes you just love these characters, loves the setting. It's got so much fucking just style. It oozes it. Like it, and obviously the story is like a mystery, and it's like a really long like TV mystery, which TV is one of the main things in the game, which from people like our generations, like the fucking boob tube type stuff, and there's bad stuff connected to it. When they made this game, whether it's the golden version or the original version, based on the first Persona game, the second, or even the third, they nailed every single solitary thing in this game. The music, the gameplay, the interactions, the everything. Everything is damn near perfect. All right? And even if you're not of like our generation, around our ages, like Jimbo or even Claire, Woody, Johnny, anything else that lived during that time period, it can still, with everything else, with the social aspects, it can still grab you. And that's not even talking about the freaking gameplay, like with the personas and the dungeons and how crazy unique they are, all that type of stuff. And how even the dungeons themselves are part of the story. Because generally dungeons in a lot of games, they're dungeons. You go in there. No, the dungeons are characters in and of themselves. So yeah, the game is amazing.
Okay, you guys made a convincing argument. I ain't gonna argue against it. I've never
I'm not
played a
gonna fight
Persona
against
game.
You just spent almost 10 minutes on it, so I'm good. I'm ready to
Yeah,
kick some.
It's going right
no,
there.
I'm fine with it. I haven't played a Persona since the
same.
first
I've
one
never even played it.
on PlayStation 1. So,
Yeah.
Revelations Persona. I tried replaying it on the PlayStation Classic, and it was just like, man, I am hello the 90s, I'm 2 hours into this game and there's an ableist slur. Like, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a big reason why they haven't remade the first two Persona games, the official first two Persona games.
Well, they re-released the actual version onto the Vita, but they haven't beyond that.
Yep.
Also, real quick as a note too, Robe talks about how beloved it is with the Persona fans. You can tell it's beloved as well because it is also getting the Persona 3 Reload treatment. It is getting another brand new remake.
Yeah, they remade it or re-released it with content, and now they're re-releasing it and remaking it. Yeah, so yeah, Jimbo's correct. Yeah, game's good. All right.
So right now there are 10 on the left.
All right, there are 10 on the left, right. And there are 5 over here. So, do we want to keep these as straight up honorable mentions? They got there. They got so close, but they ain't top 10.
No.
All right, Woody, make your argument for Legend of Dragoon to be on the left.
God. So, you know how like we always love these like JRPGs and the fantasy setting? This game is that, and it's just better, and I love it, and I'm tired, and it's been 3 fucking hours. It's the whole reason we're here. I played with my friend when growing up and everything, and it's like the story's great. It changes combat so it's not just static. You guys have to time button presses it, which is like, all right, okay. I'm tired. It's better than Mario RPG. Let's just get rid of that one and put it on here.
Okay. Because personally, I really liked Legend of Dragoon myself. If I had to pick one of these outside of, like, say, Mass Effect to go on the left, it would probably be Legend of Dragoon. But we're still going to have to fight over it for the top 10. So do you really think with what's over there
Yes.
on the left, you could fight it out to put it somewhere?
I can see getting rid of Mario and putting it on there.
All right,
That's just
then
me.
now
I'm
put it
sure
over there.
I'll be funny on that, but
Put it over there. All right. Personally, I since it's my pick, Secret Mana, it's there, but goodbye. So we got Dragon Warrior, Mass Effect, and Earthbound.
I want to make a case for Mass Effect to be over here,
Okay.
but like, what do we have?
Oh,
Bye, Jimbo.
it is Jimbo.
Yeah, it was Jimbo.
He made his case.
He made his case, and he's good.
he's happy.
All right, but now that he's gone, Persona 4, like we can get rid of that.
Yeah, it was really the Mighty Morphin.
Oh my God.
All right,
This bitch
so
say?
All right.
Mass
He just got
Effect,
hit with the
making
BA,
a
yeah.
case for Mass Effect because I might be on a little bit of Johnny's side with whatever he might say.
How about we just put on the left and then start sorting, and then we can.
All right,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
So then, how about Dragon Warrior, IV, and Earthbound?
Eh.
I will concede that. I mean, I would feel like at least I would love to have a Dragon Warrior in the top something because, like, literally, it's so big in Japan that they have to have a national holiday whenever a new game's released and just be like, okay, don't go to work, go home and play Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest for a day. They come back refreshed.
This is America.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not that
I'm
big here.
Canadian!
Which is part of America.
Yeah.
I'll let Dragon Warrior 4 go.
Okay.
It's still a good game. You should play. Dragon
Yeah.
Warrior games are very simple.
We're not
They're
it's-
grindy. They're grinding, but they're good.
We're not saying it's a
I mean,
bad
I can say
game.
the
It's
same with-
basically
yeah.
it's pretty much a runner-up.
This is where people start. This is where no one's happy, and that's why it's a good list.
Yeah. The
Nope.
last one is Earthbound. Has Wolf fallen asleep?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Close. But no, I'm still here. No, I think runner up is appropriate for Earthbound.
Yeah, because it's very niche, and it wasn't until relatively recently that we got some sort of spiritual successor to an Earthbound game.
All right, I don't know.
Which
All right.
also point out, none of us picked either one of them.
That's
We
true.
gotta go fast.
None of us said Undertale or Deltarune.
That's true.
Before Woody falls asleep, let's go. Top 10.
All right. So this is it.
Yeah.
We've got a fight over who's going to be in the top 10 RPGs. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 of these need
Top
to go.
12, let's go.
What?
Top 10, 2 are going to be runners up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
I don't-
okay. Mario RPG number 10.
Okay.
Just for like as simplistic as it is and how easy it is, like it should stay there. But I mean, like it is a good game to get maybe a younger person into. Plus, I mean, you've got Mario in there, so you know it's an easy way to wean people into our more complex JRPGs at least.
That's true. And because of that, I would have to say something like Pokemon being number 9.
Yeah. For as simplistic as for as simplistic as it is, but the fact that it did generate a lot of,
because
it built off of the foundation that Red and Blue and Yellow did. Plus, with this version here, like if you can manage to find a copy with it, the Pokewalker, like you can transfer Pokemon into that walker and get some steps in and level that Pokemon up to put them back into the DS.
Okay, and since we need some definite runners up, I would have to say, because of what it is, I'm thinking like a runner up just behind these might be Sea of Stars.
Ooh. I don't know. What else do I have here?
Me personally, I would put Sea of Stars over Mario RPG and Pokemon, as much as I love both of those.
Yeah, I was gonna put that in 8, honestly.
Okay, so you think it should be 8, or should something be knocked back? Like, do you think like maybe Super Mario RPG should be a runner-up, and or maybe Pokemon should move back?
I'd be okay with Pokemon 10, Sea of Stars 9, but
Yeah. No, we already know. Legend Dragon is going to go here. We already know.
All right, no, let's have this serious fucking talk now. Should it be a runner-up somewhere, or do you think it's better than Sea of Stars and it's better somewhere than Pokemon? And
I have no feelings for it because I have never played it, never even heard of it until y'all brought it up.
So I cannot be unbiased here at all. It would be 1 for me. I'm willing to put it to the mercy of the court and wherever you guys decide.
Because I think it's a good game, personally, because I too have played it and I know Woody's feelings for it, but I don't think it's top 10 material.
This is the game that's the reason I made Extra Life. That's the game I played with my friend to max out the clock to 9999 in an RPG, and I cannot be unbiased.
I mean, yeah, and like that's fair. It's just more nostalgia that I don't want to bring into.
Yeah, you have a lot of nostalgia and personal feelings tied to the game, and I get that. I understand that. But when you remove that, compared to other, I know you can't. I know you can't. But I don't have that, and I've played the game myself, and I wouldn't mind probably playing it again. But I don't think it's better than a Pokemon, or I mean, I haven't played Sea of Stars, but y'all really like Sea of Stars.
Should.
Yeah.
If I had more time, I would be like, we need to get a co-op thing going somehow. So two of us rope through Sea of Stars.
I mean, it is co-op now, isn't it?
There is co-op now. I think it's just couch, but there is co-op now.
I mean, we got Parsec.
There you
dang
go.
it.
Yeah.
All right. So, moving on here. Number 8. What are we thinking? Somebody pitch something for number 8.
Did we agree to runner up Dragoon?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the current Chronos thing, and I'm so sorry. I have no idea.
No, that's okay. It's not a fault of you. All right, it's really not. But a lot of everybody else have played it.
I was going to go a very different direction, honestly.
But Chrono Trigger is not number 8.
Okay.
No.
Because
I was.
Know enough about it.
If anything, Kingdom Hearts number 8.
Interesting.
Based on the field I have right now, and like the depths that all these other games go into,
yeah,
I'm perfectly fine putting Kingdom Hearts number 8.
That's fair, I think.
Yeah.
We're saying Fallout New Vegas number 8.
Much
as my bias and my I don't care about first person Bethesda RPGs, I will concede that that should go a little bit higher than what we have here.
I'm also thinking not just the gameplay itself, but in the story that I know of, but also how people have described the endings and how world changing your character can do. How much world changing they can do. That's what I'm.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You want the Legion? I don't want the fucking Legion. Whoever poked the fucking Legion's piece of shit.
All right, then. How about
I'm drunk. Sorry, I'm a little tipsy
No, you're
right now.
fine, Claire.
That's
You're
okay.
fine. You're letting your true feelings out, and that's what
Legion.
that's what we got going on here. So
I
I'm
will-
thinking number 7 might be something like fuck no.
I think number 7, honestly, just like on story wise, may be like just in the game on what you learn.
Mm-hmm.
And this is gonna be really hard for me to say because again, this is just bias on some other games. I'm gonna say is Mass Effect.
Yeah,
It's a
because
great starting
I was
point.
thinking
It's a great
I was
starting
thinking
point.
it for 8, honestly. Like it's fine, but for an RPG, it's not top
Yeah,
5.
Because there's like a lot that is very open ended. Like
yeah.
you're just
It-
dealing with one Reaper and Saren, and then like you just have that in the back of your mind, like the rest of the Reapers are coming, and you've
Yeah,
got like the
great
next game
ending.
to prepare.
Great ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Fantastic
compared to
ending.
everybody
All right.
else, it's like, yeah.
Then
There's
I'm
more
gonna
story.
then I'm gonna think I think at number 6, right above it, Dragon Age.
I think they belong together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They again
Yeah.
the great starting points, great endings.
Yeah, because
It's just if I compare it like just to like
just
what
even
you
like
guys were
Baldur's
describing
Gate 3, if I had to choose, I would probably play Baldur's Gate 3.
100% same.
What
Sam. What did he do? What happened?
Dragoon over
It's
Dragon
like-
Age.
Oh, fucker.
Legend of Dragoon Age.
Legend of Dragoon.
Dragoon Age Origins, yeah. All right, so now we got 5 left. So we're in the top
For
5.
people who have played, where would Final Fantasy be on top 5? If it's there. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be there.
All right,
but-
I'm gonna.
It's gonna be there.
I will put it
It's
out
in the-
here. It might make Jimbo mad, but based on everything else,
Oh no.
I know as much as I love it and
Make
Jimbo
this a
love
private.
it, but
Make this a private chat, quick.
I will put Persona 4 in the top 5 at number 5. As much as I love it, and I probably think it should be higher, a Persona game isn't for everyone, even though I think everyone should really play Persona 4.
I'm just waiting for the Discord in.
Waiting for the badump.
But don't you little fuck.
Hey, 5's a respectable place.
100%.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's top
Top
5.
5?
Okay, so I would say
So number 4.
Vegas.
Yeah. Because based
Yeah.
off what you guys have talked about with Chrono Trigger, but also how much lore is in Final Fantasy and then Baldur's Gate itself, 4 is Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing a
Okay.
surprising lack of fighting over this.
I think
Yeah.
because
Alright.
we all have some good opinions on these, that if we compare them just to each other,
All right. So
it's
then,
a lot easier.
Because I've played the majority of the games on here.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of haven't.
Except Sea of Stars, I've played every single one of these games.
Number 4.
You need to play Sea of Stars.
Okay.
Man, number
I-
4 is
I
great.
believe you all. I will put it on my very long to play list.
I would love to say just go grab it on Game Pass, but after the DLC came out, they took it off Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So now
I was
we're in
actually
the
going to
top
get around to playing the
3.
DLC, and it was gone.
At number
I don't-
3. What are we thinking?
I don't think Baldur's Gate should be number 3. That is either for me on how I think it's higher than 3. I have a personal opinion on it,
Yeah.
but it is definitely higher than 3.
My personal opinion would be Final Fantasy VII, only because I haven't played it. I know it is massively influential, but I haven't played it.
Yeah.
And also, the big twist in Final Fantasy VII already happened in Chrono Trigger.
I
And in
mean,
Dragoon.
Did you
And
say
Legend of
Dragoon?
Dragoon. Well, Dragoon was after.
and Fantasy Star
better.
4, which we got rid
Yeah.
of.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, fine. Top 3. Number 3. Final Fantasy 7.
Not a Dragoon.
Swear.
Can I? I don't like. I honestly think like Final Fantasy VII should be around 1 or 2, if not 1.
Mm.
I know. Like it's like it's long standing. It's the obvious one, but I mean it's the obvious one for a reason.
Yeah, I partially agree with you, but they have they're remaking it and stuff.
But yeah, that's
would-
its own thing.
So
though.
yeah,
Like,
I know it's ended up being its own like version of Final Fantasy VII, and they haven't gotten rid of the OG version and blah 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 blah. But as much as I like the world, the story, the materia system, I think with everything that the game has done, I think something like Baldur's Gate 3 is better than Final Fantasy VII.
see, I don't know because I've never played Baldur's Gate 3.
I
All
think.
right.
Let me put it this way: Baldur's Gate 3. If I had to compare it, I've never played any Final Fantasy, but if I had to compare it to like how people have described it to me, if someone picked up Baldur's Gate 3 right now, even though it's 3, they just picked it up, brand fucking new person, they would understand. They would learn the lore better. Their mechanics can be taught easier and also work better with co-op. I don't know. It's just one of those. It's one of those games that if I had to just give to somebody like, all right, here's what you're going to play, and you're going to love these characters because they are so well written. Your character can actually make them react in different ways.
Okay, I see what you're saying, Claire, but it's a Final Fantasy game.
Okay, I know that's one of the hardest ones I can't fight against. I'm like,
Exactly. It has a much longer lauded history. But with what they did with Baldur's Gate 3,
and
it's I swear it is tough to admit, and please somebody else fucking say something for crying out loud.
If we're gonna go with history, Baldur's Gate 3 is also a great introduction to just how D&D mechanic kind of style,
So, one of the big things for me about RPGs is that being able to kind of put yourself in the role, kind of make choices, like being able to role
100%.
play.
And that is
And
Baldur's Gate 3.
That is Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, you could do that much better than in Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII has like the staying factor. It has the like impact. It changed gaming.
Yeah, and Baldur's Gate 3
I think
has some of that
Gate
as well. It really, really does. It does. It's been talked about before.
Baldur's Gate 3, you can create. I mean, even if the character creation is lacking, which is definitely true, you create a character and he's a part of that world, and his choices impact the world and change
their background itself.
And you even don't have to create your own character if you don't want to. You can play as one of like the regular characters that you could recruit. So, yeah.
And I will say this, the background and how the world reacts to your character, their race, their religion, if they have one, whatever, is huge.
Because, you're right. They can be completely shut out of some things just based on even their class.
My little dark elf had hard time, okay?
I get it. So, Final Fantasy VII, number 3.
All right.
Okay, Baldur's Gate 3.
You already could probably tell what I think, but yeah. That's just because I have not played or heard of Chrono.
So
I am out of this fight. You guys are going to have to fight.
Because here's what I'm thinking. This is me personally. Are there any arguments to reverse it?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I would be fine with this. I would be fine with the fact that with Chrono Trigger, like, I mean, there are methods to playing this right now.
Yep.
Like, legitimately, but nobody cares for that method, which is Steam.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's been released 4 times. Super Nintendo, which is how most people played it. PS1 with the Final Fantasy Chronicles, but the load times are abysmal. But the fact that you have, like, anime cutscenes in between by actual, like Akira Toriyama, who worked on this, because, like...
Yep. Because that's how
look at this.
The PlayStation version, which I still have, is how I replayed it because, like, I wanted to play it. And also, what blew my mind when I replayed it, because I played it on the PlayStation with a Game Shark, the game has stupid freaking stuff, like if you happen to beat a certain boss when you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
They planned for that shit in the story. So...
Yeah, and look at the designs. You can't tell me that's not Goku. You can't tell me that that's not Bulma.
Yep.
What are you doing, Woody?
I don't know at this point.
He's putting a horse game in here. What is this? This is
Star Stable. The best RPG of all time. Star Stable.
All right.
I did that. I did it.
I just put my little tweet up there.
I did it. I just did it in honor of a friend. Delete it.
All right, what is this? I'm fairly certain none of my... Oh. Hey, Pokemon is right there, Woody.
Heart Gold is 10.
Yeah.
That was yours.
Here, let me help you out with that.
Can I make a dumb suggestion?
Oh, wait.
What?
Like, I know it, like, someone brought up the music and, like, what's more iconic and stuff. Man, Dragon Age intro.
Oh, yeah, the Dragon Age intro is fucking awesome.
I was just thinking about that. I'm glad we have it at 6 above Mass Effect on that. I was just thinking, I'm like...
Stars is up there.
I haven't... Yeah, I'll play it one day, but yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, man, I'm glad I put that at 6 at least. Okay.
Also, like with Chrono Trigger 2 is like one of the first RPGs I can remember that had a new game plus on it, and there's like 13 like alternate endings to it.
Woody, what did you do?
What? Do not
screenshot.
All right, but anyway, it's done. You got to see it before Woody went and messed it all up. But there it is. Anyway,
that was an accident.
We had a long, thoughtful discussion, and this right here, what you're seeing here on 10/18/2025 is the definitive best top 10 ever role-playing games. Claire, what the fuck? I know that's you. So there it is. Going over it one last time. Number 1 is the Chrono Trigger. Number 2, Baldur's Gate Trace. Number 3, the Not So Final Fantasy VII. Number 4, Fallout New Vegas. Number 5, High School Simulator 4, or Persona 4. Number 6, Dragon Age Origins. Number 7, the original, the first Mass Effect. Number 8, Kingdom Hearts. And number 9, Sea of Stars. And number 10, Pokemon Gold.